Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us this evening as we play Lift the Veil and raise funds for Immigrant Defenders Law Center. We are so excited that you are joining us this evening and hopefully planning to tell your friends to donate or donate yourself. Whether you are in the Twitch chat or the YouTube chat, there is a link to our Tiltify, where every dollar donated goes straight to Immigrant Defenders Law Center. While you're there, you might see some really cool things. The first being that we have a match going on right now. Not only is our first $250 donated once, excuse me, matched once, but it's actually matched twice. So if you donate $1, that's actually $3. Again, that's the first 250. Shout out to Bogus Cheesecake for making this happen. We really appreciate everything that Tom does. He is wonderful, and you should definitely check out all his wonderful work. He makes cool things like Hilarious as well as Hell Whalers. Another thing that you'll see while you are on our Tiltify is that you can affect the game that we're going to be playing this evening. So for $10 donated to Immigrant Defenders Law Center, you can gift anyone on screen a reroll. For a $25 donation or more, you can gift anyone an automatic success. For $35, you can describe the next storage unit that we see. You could give us as little as one word, red. Everything is red inside the storage unit. Or you could give us like a dissertation. It's going to take us a little bit to describe that because we're going to have to physically read it, but that's okay. It's your prerogative and your $35 donation. For a $50 donation or more, things get weird. And if you see on the bottom left of the screen, there's a little TM. Whatever Raw decides that means is what Raw decides that means. So donate $50 and we'll see what things get weird. And finally, for a donation of $75 or more, you can save someone from death. And I have a feeling that the people on screen might need it. So, with that being said, friends, my name is Jess. My pronouns are they, them, their, and tonight I am going to be playing Chadley, whose pronouns are he, him, and I will popcorn things over to Danny.
Hey, everybody. I'm Danny Mendoza, he, him, Danny R. Mendoza, everywhere that internet things are found. So if you just put Danny, the letter R. Mendoza into whatever, I'm there. But Blue Sky is a good place to follow me for TTRPG updates. And I actually do finally have my link tree in my bio. So you can see all the other stuff that I have done on there if you'd like. I'm playing Ricky Ramos, he, they. Super stoked for you to meet my little guy. And super stoked for you to meet my next friend who I'm popcorning it over to, Vixie Bell.
Hey, that's me. Hey, everybody. My name is Vixie Bell, and I'm your friendly neighborhood player tonight here at Just the Humans channel. Thank you for having me. My pronouns are she, her, and my character's pronouns are also she, her. I'm playing Verna Erzhog, who is not the same as Werner Herzog. There's an H, and an H is a sign of oppression. We took that off. Anyway, so that's her. If she could be any camera angle, she would be a Dutch angle. She's a very aggressive filmmaker who is shooting a film on the horrors of hoarding. And there's metaphors for loneliness and all that kind of deep indie film stuff in there too. But that's who I'm playing. You can find me over at the Pocket Dragon Pub, where I sometimes run, play, and produce games. And also at Vixie Bell or at Vixie Bell Cosplay on Blue Sky or Instagram or any other platform. You will see this face. So yeah, that's me, and I'm going to popcorn it over to Daryl.
Hello, I'm Daryl. I use he, him pronouns, and tonight I will be playing Danny Scott. Very much different from Danny Mendoza. Does not play TTRPGs. He might. It's the 80s. Who knows? I am. He is. He's gonna be over it. I feel like a lot of this game. So that's that's gonna be the vibe. He shouldn't. He wasn't even supposed to work today. That's his entire vibe. It's Clerks. As far as where you can find me all over the internet at Mr. _Daryl Dorsey. As far as TTRPG stuff, you can just find my face all over the place at Crit Hit Chronicles. I'm going to be in like 4 different games, and I'm currently in one right now. I'm in several discords inside of that discord, so a lot of stuff's happening. Fun stuff. And that's it for me. I'm gonna popcorn it over to shit. Who's gone? Is it just Jenna? Is it just Jenna? My favorite Jenna? Yes. Jenna, it's you. Go.
Yes,
Why did
it
you put
is.
the sleeve back on?
I know, I did. So, fun fact about this jacket. Also, fun fact about me. I'm Jenna Daggers. I will tell everyone about me before I will tell everyone about my jacket. Hi guys, I am Jenna Daggers. I will be playing Salone, who doesn't go anywhere without her trusty leather jacket, which has removable sleeves. She has an affinity for the occult and vinyl records. And we'll find a little bit more about her in just a little bit. But yeah, removable sleeves. I'll pass it to Ra.
Oh, hey, I'm Rara. I go by they, he pronouns, and I'm not playing a character tonight. Maybe a couple. I'm a sound designer on the Heart is a Dungeon that sometimes GMs, only for Jess, though. And excited to be here with this table, who I've never played with anyone except for Jess, and only once. So please donate. They're going to need it. Not the players, but the people that need your donations. The players, too. And back to
It's
Jess.
true. Yeah, gang, that is quite literally it. The charity link is in the chat on both. And with that being said, I think that we can just turn this over to Ra to get this thing started.
All right. Is everybody ready? Could I get thumbs up from my wonderful cast? We see Hindsight Storage, a storage unit facility in the outskirts of Ukiah, California. It's 1983. The world is changing. The future is here. And with that comes all sorts of possibilities, and sometimes even a miracle. Urban legend or disguised truth. Either way, many a rumor has spread about this place over the last few weeks. A montage of strange happenings, of sudden scares, and things not being fully what they seem. Our story tonight begins long after the sun has set, the rain has just let up, and many curious individuals are moving through or towards the Hindsight Storage Facility. We're going to begin in the office, which we'll let the person within the office describe to us. Danny Scott, as we see you alone in the office for now, what do we see when we see you?
Danny is a athletic young man. He's probably about 22 years old. Just now beginning to grow full facial hair. His hair is in a box fade. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air haircut that he had, that's the haircut he has. Or if you want to keep it to current media for those who are the younger audience, Stranger Things, the haircut that they gave him in the later episode, because I don't want to go into that. He is currently just leaned back in a recliner chair. He doesn't tuck in his work shirt, but it is ironed. And he's just kind of doing a Rubik's Cube. He's got one side full, the rest of it is in shambles, and currently listening to the radio. And because it's 1983, PYT by Michael Jackson is now playing for the very first time, and it's making him mess up even more because he's trying to catch the beat and learn the words as it's going. I want to love you. Okay, I think I got it. And as far as the room itself, because a lot of the folks that end up working here, it's a healthy dynamic of someone who this is their full-time job, and then a bunch of like college kids coming back for summer gigs. So the room is very much feels like, yeah, 20 somethings hang out in this room, and then there's the actual office where like the big guy usually is sitting, but
Mm.
I'm just here on my own because it's the summer. Not a lot of folks are coming in to the storage unit. They're probably so this is he's trying not to lament on the fact that he should have definitely not taken this night because he wanted to go to the party, but he owed his friend a favor, so he took the shift.
How many parties in your life do you think you've missed by staying here in Ukiah, California, when so many of your other friends moved off to school or exciting opportunities, and here you are at Hindsight Storage?
It's hard to put a number on it, but probably more than what other people my age would be willing to do, but not so much that he has regrets because I got paid. So there's also that.
And you weren't supposed to be here tonight. The boss did leave a message for you on the old clunky machine. Danny, I'm going to leave it to you to take care of the situation. My master keys are in the desk. You can search through any unit you have to, but for legal reasons, don't you touch nothing. We need this taken care of. We don't need to attract all these lunatics, okay? Click, shh, and you hear a knock at the door. Outside, the clouds have just cracked thunder. The rain is still let up for now, but the neon sign above the window flickers, and we see Sloan standing out in the not rain, but the neon dark. What do we see when we see you?
Yeah, so you said it's nighttime or not night? Okay, so despite it being night, Sloan still has her Wayfarer sunglasses on, leather jacket, pair of light acid wash jeans, and a white tank top on, and she'll rap on the door with a single knuckle, and you'll see rings on every single finger. Just very casual knock.
Yeah.
As if she totally belongs to be here, despite you never seeing her before in her life. She has kind of, not like completely slick back hair, but similar hair length to me, Jenna. But kind of like slightly slick back.
And what brings you here tonight with the storm, with the weather, with all these parties going on in town? Why are you here?
You'll see a large backpack on her back, and she's definitely looking to fill it. She is looking to fill it with various occult goods. She's heard that this particular storage unit has some goodies. She actually runs, She has a little side hustle, you see, where she upcycles band tees and concert tees specifically, and only ones that she doesn't keep for herself, of course.
Which makes sense. It's 1983. We're at the peak of fashion now, only looking back at the vintage road to here. We hear this rap on the door, as do you, Mr. Scott.
I'm assuming we're not at close yet, if the sun's just now going down. It's open. How can I help you?
She'll push the door open and be like, well, I'm happy it's not closed yet. So I was hoping I could take a look around.
Do you
Maybe
have a
see if I
unit?
could open my own. Yeah, so that's the thing. No.
Are you looking to open a unit? That's a different door that you should have gone through. This is a security office.
No, not really. Pulls out a $10 bill. Eh? 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 Pulls out another
Ma'am,
5.
for legal purposes,
Eh?
I am not allowed to. For legal purposes, I am not
$20.
allowed to allow you into this. I mean, who are you? I didn't see
Ready?
anything. I didn't see anything.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. We'll get along just fine. Get along just fine, Danny. Nice to meet you.
And I do want to point. He doesn't wear the shiny shoes. He very much just has a pair of J's on with this with the security officer outfit. Just like I refuse to be fully held in and have my feet also be uncomfortable.
In 1983, the minimum wage was $3.35.
Yeah.
So Danny Scott, whatever this person is after, would be worth in today's modern time probably closer to $150, $200 almost.
Mm-hmm. That's So
based on how much you make an hour.
Yeah, I probably just double tripled. It's a business. As long as she doesn't make a mess or take anything that'll obviously be taken. And to be
Just
fair,
here to look.
and to be fair,
I might need some help opening things, though, so that
do I want
things
to
don't get tampered with.
Do I want to make my character also girl crazy? Oh no. Oh no, she's hot and she has money.
Do it.
Oh no. This is how every 80s horror movie starts. She's even dressed like a fucking vampire that appeared out of the goddamn cosmos. All right. All right.
Incredible.
We'll roll the dice. In true black person in scary movie fashion, if anything feels off, I'm gonna run away. Okay.
Correct.
But technically, I am doing my job by escorting her around. So,
Such a good job.
All right. $20 and an escort. If you're going to be in here, make sure it's nothing that can easily be seen. I'm not allowed to touch anything. But hey, what happened when I was on patrol on one portion of the lot before I got there? That's not on me, now is it? And what's your name, since you know mine?
Sloan. Nice
Just
to meet
Sloan.
you. Just Sloan.
Nice to meet you too. Do you live around here?
Kinda. A little out of the way. About 20 minutes north.
Okay.
In a town that I know the name of that is 20 minutes north from here.
I saw you at a party. That's how I know your face. I saw you at a party.
I go to those from time to time.
Yeah, so do I when I'm not working. Let's get this over with. I almost got this.
You got a light? Pull out
He
a
goes
cigarette.
around and opens a drawer, and there is one of those, like the big industrial size candle lighters. He has one of those. He doesn't smoke himself, but one is in here because unfortunately, not unfortunately, it's the 80s. It's the time of incense and all those types of things. So sometimes when they wanted to get it to smell a certain way, they do light candles and incense here. So yeah, I'll light it on the outside. Just don't smoke it in here. I don't want Greg to get on my ass.
And when you both step out into the still not raining dark, you lean in close to light that cigarette and you remember a party, that party, the one that changed this community and this neighborhood more than anyone ever expected. And you remember a blonde woman leaning forward and asking if you have a light. And in that moment of recognition, we move elsewhere on the Hindsight storage facility and we see I'm not going to say we see. I think we hear the rustle of our next character emerging, being revealed, stepping into our focus. Ricky,
Mm-hmm.
what do we see when we see you, and where are you?
Pitch black, absolute, imperceptible, impenetrable darkness. The claustrophobic interior of a secure storage unit. The air is stale, thick with dust and the smell of old cardboard. For a long moment, everything is just dead silent. Then a sharp crack echoes through it as a crowbar pries at the lid of a massive wooden shipping crate from the inside. Wood splinters, nails groan. The top of the crate is violently shoved aside. And then rising from a cramped bed of packing peanuts is Ricky Ramos. Ricky is a private detective who just doesn't know the meaning of the word vacation. He's so thoroughly obsessed with working that he decided to mail himself in a box to bypass the facility's front gate security and get in here to start looking around right away for what he's on the job to get. You see, Ricky's a PI. Steps out, stretches his aching joints. He's on the right side of 40, just barely, hard to tell when you look at him. He's one of those eternal people. Has he looked 40 since he was 20? Is he actually 60 and doing well? Nobody really knows. But Ricky looks tired, right? And still excited in the eyes, ready to get started. Clicks on a flashlight, and his investigation at the moment, what's going through his mind, is a highly dangerous underground trade of occult artifacts. And this has genuinely consumed his life. This has become everything to him, right? And the latest lead pointed him right here to this storage facility. So somewhere in, he hopes, this unit, but, he'll find out. It's an undefined item of immense interest, something that could blow his entire case wide open.
Would you say this is the first time you've imitated something that somebody would cherish, or do you think that's an often imitation for Ricky?
I think Ricky likes to use what is in front of him. So Ricky will appear competent if it seems useful. Ricky will appear bumbling if it seems useful. If it seems that getting in on somebody's nostalgia buttons, right? Getting them to think about a time that they used to be in that made them feel like there was possibility in their lives in a way that they don't feel anymore. Ricky will do that. Ricky is relentless. Ricky is not very nice, but Ricky will get the job done.
Would you like to roll me 2d6 to see what's in this storage unit?
Yeah. Ooh, that is a 1 and a 4 for a 5 total.
And this probably isn't what you were looking for. Nobody truly looks for this until they've looked everywhere else. But inside this unit, you see dozens of empty bird cages. Some hanging from hooks or handles, others stacked in the corners, though they couldn't possibly look at them for one more moment. But that is all you see, besides your now little nest of packing peanuts and your open box where you just emerged, here surrounded by bird cages.
The bird cages are fully empty, I'm assuming, as this is a storage unit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to look around with my flashlight at the bird cages to see if any of them have what looks like relatively fresh poop on them, like if anything wasn't cleaned off from the bird thing, to try to get a sense, and I'll look at the dust also, get a sense of like how long have these cages been here? Is this regularly held? Was it just filled out?
Why don't you roll me a wit roll? Dear listeners, in this game, you pick between grit and wit as your two stats, and you separate a small dice pool between them. With wit, a 5 or a 6 is a success, 1 through 4 is a failure. With grit, only a 6 is a success, and 1 through 5 is a failure. And when you fail, you lose a dice from your pool. So, how many dice are you rolling for your wit?
I'm only rolling 3. I thought a lot about this because I thought maybe I should go with somebody who's a little bit less sturdy physically and a little bit more like with it in the investigation. That's what he does for a living.
Mhm.
But I ended up landing on a 3-4 split in the other direction because I think he's so consumed with this that he has the endurance to push through and does not have as much good sense as
Can't
he should
box
have.
him in.
Yeah. That is a 6. I got 1 6. A 2 and a 1 were the other two, so we're doing great, folks. I did get a 6.
Amazing. Sometimes when we look for a clue, we find something else. And in this place, in one of these cages, you find a single unlabeled cassette tape. Audio.
Ooh. All right.
That cage was latched.
Okay. The latch, I assume, is locked
You are to the cage itself or the storage.
to the cage itself.
It's not locked as much as it's just in place.
Oh,
It wouldn't.
I'm gonna take it out of place. I'm gonna take that cassette tape. I'm gonna pocket it. I'll put the latch back on though afterwards. I will put that back in there, and I'm gonna take out just like a little handkerchief, and I'm gonna wipe down anything that might have my fingerprints on it, and be like, should have just grabbed it with the handkerchief to begin with. Get your head in the game, Ricky.
Before we move to the rest of our party, how did Ricky plan on getting out of a locked storage unit?
Has a little bit of, well, assumes it locks, even if it locks from the outside, assumes there is from a safety perspective, like a need to have something you could just unlock from the inside. If that's not the case, has a little bit of like lock picking tools with him to be able to try to get out.
Would you like to roll me a d6 to see if they put a keyhole on the inside of these units? A 6 is a yes, 1 through 5 is no.
Cool. I'd like everybody to know I specifically have so many d6s next to me. I picked up the one that is known as my death die. So, and hey, it was a 4, so no, there's no keyhole on my side.
And as you curse into this empty space, your flashlight fractaling between the cages, we're going to meet the rest of our party as all of you are kind of coming together in the same region. Which one of you two would like to describe themselves first and what they're doing in this duo situation?
I think that if it's okay, I would like to go first. You hear the clip, clip, clip sound of wire clippers as they carefully snap the links in the chain link fence around the storage unit area, and very like a pair of very small, very skilled hands slowly peel away the chain link to create a hole in the fence. And we see she's, I would say, like mid-30s, like late 30s, early 40s, woman with dark brown hair and piercing, like hazel eyes, kind of making her way through the hole in the fence. And this is Verna Erzhog. She has a small pack with her, and around her neck is a Nikon F3. Handy little camera, perfect for photojournalism, if you will. She has a set of wire clippers in her hands and God knows what else in her pack. She is wearing cargo pants and a deep red long sleeve shirt built perfectly for going through sharp and pointy wires that you just cut, that has corgi butts on the sleeves because she happens to really like corgis. And she crawls through the hole in the fence. Her hair is like mid-length in a ponytail out of her way, and there is a very stylish like bandana around her hair, just for funsies. And she pops out on the other side of the hole inside the storage unit area and says, "Good. When life gives you a wall, you put a hole in it." And that is Verna.
And then I think as you see Verna clipping the fence, you see a young man. He's probably 5'9", 5'10". He's pretty stocky with a mop of brown hair, fair skin, and you can see that there have been like some surgery scars around his knee. He says, "Verna, get out of the way! Watch out!" And he goes right over the fence, just hops it, is not planning to run through. Very opposite to Verna in, I would say, like probably 70% of their day-to-day life. But it is how it is. You know? But it is how it is.
Hmm.
But it is how it is.
Hmm.
But it is how it is. Is this happening for y'all too?
Yes.
But does anyone just hear Jess echo like 6 really dramatic times?
It's fine.
I didn't hear the echo on my
I heard
side.
it.
Okay.
I didn't hear the echo on my
I
Oh
side.
heard
no.
Oh, now it came out somewhere else.
heard it.
Oh, now it came out somewhere else.
Um,
I heard it there.
okay, well, things
It-
did get weird. 2 people donated to make things get weird, and I would say that things got really weird there for a moment.
Oh boy.
Chadley is in a rugby kit, and he is pretty sweaty. You can definitely tell that he just came from a practice. But as he hops the fence, he definitely looks over at Verna and gives her a cheeky grin, as almost to like say, "Okay, take my picture."
Verna like grudgingly takes the Nikon F3 and snaps a photo and says, "Why do we have tools if you're just going to jump the fence?"
I mean, I definitely was gonna jump the fence the whole time. I think it looks cooler when I tell the boys that I like actually came here.
I see. Well, let's get to the storage unit. I need to film the existential horror that is the act of hoarding and leaving things abandoned and behind.
Yeah, I mean, like, sure. I don't think there's anything that's like horrible or scary that we're gonna find, but whatever you say, Verna. As long as you understand that I'm here.
You don't understand the fear. The hoarding is the hoarding is the fear. It's the things that have been abandoned lifetimes, items that are just sitting there, saying that wanting to be loved and yet forever
Like those freaky
alone.
little dolls.
Yes, you're right. The freaky
Okay.
little dolls. Mm.
Right on. Yeah. Okay. And he will like take the corner of the chain link fence that has been, cut by
Mhm.
Verna, and he'll like make it more so she doesn't get her blouse ripped.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much. And Verna like makes her way through the fence, and proceeds towards the storage unit, kind of looking around and says, "Just in case we run into any security guards, just be ready to run.
But like
Be ready.
run away or like tackle? Because I'm good at both.
Let's say run away only because I worry that they'll call the police and we'll have to run away from them. And I'd rather not run all that much. I'm getting older and my knees, and it's a mess."
If you ever want to piggyback, Verna, all you gotta do is ask.
And with those words, Ricky does not hear this. Ricky is lost amongst bird cages, trying to find a way to escape into that bright blue sky. But the rest of you, as though from the unit Ricky is in, hear a blood-churling scream echo through the outdoor storage complex. Row after row of metal door and dark shadowed corners. This one piercing scream, Fem, if you had to guess, just echoes out with the thunder in the background. The 2 coming from the office hear it from one direction, and the 2 coming through the fence hear it from another. But our private eye, who's in here with all the bird cages, hears nothing but their own actions as they try to get out. Danny, you work here. You would probably respond in a certain way first.
Yes. So, being that this is the state of California, and as I previously stated, a lot of the people who work here during the summer, they aren't here all the time. Only those who work steadily are provided an actual firearm. They go through the training necessary because there is a direct correlation to work with police should things go awry here. He has what you would how they portray security guards in like movies, where it's just like flashlight, mace, billy club. Like that's what he is armed with. He does not have a firearm on him. Any other, he does have a taser, but he was not provided that. He brought that himself. That was his one thing. Of just like, nah, but if they get close, yeah. But first things first, when he hears the scream, his first instinct, because it is getting darker, flashlight in the left hand, billy club in the right, and because he's already let Sloan onto the lot, he looks over at her and goes, "Were you being a distraction, or is somebody actually in trouble? Because I can give you the money back now."
No, you look at Sloan and she has her fucking fists up, ready to like square up, and is ready to like fight beside you. And then you also look in her hand, she has a Zippo lighter and did not need a light at all.
There's simpler ways to flirt while also bribing someone.
Yeah, but this was fun.
And now there's someone screaming. So,
And now
into
we have
the
a way to
fucking
light them on
fray.
fire if we need to.
And Sloan, we doubt it's the
why
fir-
they're let's go. Let's go. Let's talk in her
The way he looks at you and just goes,
You coming?
"The last party we were at, there was a fight. Was that you? Yeah, let's go."
And Sloan, we doubt this is the first time you've taken light from someone when you didn't need it. And the two of you are moving down the aisle near a broken chain link fence. Two others watch the two of you moving across their periphery. How did the two of you who have snuck through the chain link respond in this moment?
Hey, did you guys hear that? This is like a lady was screaming. That wasn't you, was it? Pointing at Sloan.
Verna is in the middle of filming, like recording the sound, and immediately looks at Chadley like, "Death, you screwed up my sound." Like, and
I'm gonna lean away from my microphone so this doesn't blow everyone's ears out. But the flashlight immediately goes on you, and you just hear, "Hey, get the fuck out of here now!"
You're not my dad.
Verna like is still mad about her sound. Her clean audio, why? But she looks to Danny and tilts her head and says, "We're supposed to be here. We're recording. Can't you see?"
You guys should have tried bribery.
I lean closer to Sloan. To be honest, I was gonna let you. Anyway,
Next time I know.
you're not supposed to be here. I'm the security guard. I know who's supposed to get the. And I put the.
We have a permit.
I'm putting the billy club back, and I'm bringing out the mace.
Verna, stand behind me. I got this. Hey, man, we're just here
What if
trying to do our thing. But really, I don't know why we're doing this right now when, like, a lady is screaming.
I
So,
think they could be extra help. Extra help is good.
Why? I need everyone to bring it in and reel it in and realize this from my position. I'm a security guard. I already have somebody here that's not supposed to be here. I know she wasn't screaming. I see two of you, and one's like, "Hey, did anyone else hear the scream?"
And right then, you all hear the scream again. Ricky, every birdcage door slams shut.
Would it help if I put my sunglasses on you so you see them less?
Well, now I know it's not that.
So I'm checking the bird cages to see if there's any kind of wire between them all.
Many of them are made of wire of a sort, but you don't see a rigged situation.
If I look up at where they're hanging from, do I see anything that would look like it could lead anywhere? I'm trying to rule out the idea that this is being done to deliberately try to scare me off the trail in like a rigged fashion.
You see a disco ball that's cracked in half hanging from the middle of the ceiling peak.
I point my flashlight directly at the disco ball so that it lights up the room with reflections.
It is beautiful and broken, like most things in 1983.
All right. I look around the room and see, is there like a vent or anything that I might be able to try to crawl out of?
It would be too small to crawl out of, but you do believe you hear someone yelling outside of the storage unit door, not too far away, but they do sound unsecure.
I put my ear up to the door to try to get a sense of how far they seem to be.
Hey, you! What the fuck are you doing here?
Not far, maybe 20 yards around the corner of the F building.
So here's where I ask you above table, am I able to just assume I have things on me that a PI in 1983 might have on them?
I think that's a fair assumption, yeah.
Cool. So I'm gonna pull my gun out and I'm gonna have it with my like good trigger like finger etiquette right on the side there, but it is going to be safety off. I'm gonna take the back of my flashlight without trying to do any damage to it. I'm just gonna make actually, you know what? I was gonna do that. I'm gonna hold it under my arm a second. I'm gonna take out a lighter that I have in my pocket, because who doesn't have a lighter in 1983? And I'm gonna step back from the door. I'm gonna train my gun on it. I'm gonna throw the lighter at the door so that it echoes a sound, and then I'm just gonna wait for somebody to come.
And
with the light
that,
on it.
Yeah. We'll say all of that works perfectly. But Danny Scott, could you roll me a wit roll to see if you can place where the sound you hear is from? I'm going to give you an extra die than normal because you'd be familiar with the layout of this complex.
A 5 and a 6 are successes, correct?
Correct, with wit.
Okay, I got a 5.
Beautiful. You're pretty sure that that was at the corner of the J building, which is just around the F building from where you currently are. You hear the ting of something hitting one of the doors sharp and fast.
Well, okay, now you two, you're staying with us so I can keep you in sight. I'm pretty sure there's no getting rid of you at this point.
We're here to film, and I want to
If
point
you
out
say we're here to film again, I'm going to beat you.
I just don't really like that. Could you please state your full
Mace.
name and spell it for the camera?
I want to point out that Verna is like fully. She's a short stack.
That's right. Sorry, I forgot you were also playing. I forgot you were playing along.
Yeah.
No, I do not threaten to beat you.
Verna is not afraid of this
I
at all.
forgot that is on me because my mind keeps switching it to Werner Herzog, and I was beating
No, this Verna has tits. But Verna is a short stack. She's only 5 foot. Oh, maybe 5'1" if she stands on her tiptoes, which means that Chadley probably completely covers her up. Like,
okay. What I actually said If you say I'm here to film more time, I'm actually gonna call the cops.
Verna just makes a face.
I'm gonna
The permit? Yeah.
I'm gonna look behind and whisper over my shoulder at Verna. It's okay. This is fine. And now, how do you spell your last name, Danny? I see it says Danny. I'd like to call you Mr. Last Name, because you're obviously the adult in charge here. And I turn back and wink at Verna.
Verna just nods in approval. She's had the Nikon F3 in her hands the whole time. She has been filming. So...
So, Daryl, are you or are you not going to give me this man's last name?
What I'm doing here is what he is doing right now.
Mr.
I do not consent to be a part of this film.
And there was another scream.
They're in a public
Slow
area.
Yes. So
it's consent as long as it's not
anyway,
a private
I'm going to
road.
go do my job now. I'm going to go do my job now.
I'm going to look at
There's a lot
Sloan
of
and say,
things
who
happening.
invited
There
this
was
guy?
a noise. Okay, so technically I bribed him, so I did nothing of the sort. Camera.
And what is your name, and can you spell that?
I am a person.
A
Not
person.
consenting.
That doesn't sound like a name to me, Miss I am a person.
It's not. Yeah.
My name is Sloan.
It's very existential.
Okay, well, I think we have what we
Yeah.
need here, Verna. Shall we go towards the screen?
Right. We need to
We
go
should
to
go
the
towards
storage
the scream or the noise. The scream or the noise. The scream or the noise.
Daddy's
Let's
gone
go
towards
maybe
the
the noise
door.
and then the scream?
Yeah, Danny's
The noise and then the scream.
Verna has is already walking
Yeah.
that way also.
Noise then the scream? Let's
Is
go.
the scream
My name is Sloan, by the
more
way.
of like a dissonant?
Once she's off camera.
Yes.
Is the scream more of like a dissonant? We can't pinpoint it type of deal. It's just like a thing we know is happening here.
If the scream is a cloud,
Gotcha.
that small metal ting you heard is a star to guide your way to it.
Okay.
So you would assume it's that building,
Cool.
if anything, where Ricky is
I got
still waiting, gun out, I assume, at the door.
Oh yeah, yeah. Gun fully trained on the door,
And you
with the
have
light
keys.
also blaring into the door. To be clear, like when the door opens, I'm facing the door, gun out, light next to my face. Not easy to see my face. It's gonna be right in your eyes.
And Danny, you have keys to the whole complex. Usually, nowadays with laws, they probably couldn't keep keys to people's units, but this is the 1980s. We're all kind of libertarians.
Yes. Cocaine was rampant. The Cold War was happening.
Mhm.
Verna has the camera tilted at,
There's
in
a-
like
There's
at
a
an
Ger-
angle.
yeah, there's a German woman here. I'm very suspicious of her. Cold War is happening.
It's a Dutch angle shot that she's shooting of the back of Danny as he walks towards the unit. Very like Blair Witch style.
Mhm. The lightning cracks in the background, so it's a perfect cinematic shot, and you could almost swear the clouds made a strange grin before they were distressed in the wind and the rain again, as Danny creeps slowly towards this one storage unit door.
Exasperated. Security. If you kids have locked yourselves in as some type of prank, I'm opening it up, and I'm gonna let you off with a warning.
Ronnie, you guys, you need to come out. It's not funny.
Who the fuck is Ronnie?
They dared me to come here. The boys, Ronnie and the boys, were like, "Oh, if you think you're so cool, then you'll go to the security units. It's haunted." And I said, "No, it's not." And now here we are.
It's kind of haunted a little bit, maybe.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
by
say-
this guy.
Only by the idea of loss.
Yeah, from now on, I'm just gonna start macing people and asking questions later.
Doesn't sound like a good idea.
That's
Important-
not something
Security
I-
guards made that decision in the 80s, actually.
Important question on my side. Can I hear any of what they're talking about out there? Like what the
You
message they're
certainly
trying to-
can.
I feel
Okay.
like macing people is not the best idea because what if you use all the mace and then we're gonna need the mace later, and then the time where we really need the mace is the time
See.
all the mace is gone.
See,
Ricky,
before the
yours, yeah.
conversation,
You would see it's a
before-
it's a bear mace canister. It's one of those. Like it's a big ass motherfucker.
Ricky, do you
Before the
respond when he
mention-
yells for you? Yeah.
No, I was going to, but then they started talking about mace. So now I'm actually debating whether to keep the light on or if I want to just go into the shadows. And I click my light off. I put it in my belt. I still have the gun trained on all of you, but I'm going to step back into the shadows and behind cover to watch you to see what happens when you open the door and shoot you if I don't like it.
Well, now you've scared them. They see the lights going off in the inside.
Well, I was talking to you all.
Why would you
Kid.
bear mace me? That would be silly. I'm
Why
just
would I
filming
do
as the
that?
camera.
Because I saw the gigantic hole you made in the fence. Anyway, kid, whomever is inside, I'm opening the door now. Please come out. I'll escort you to the front. That'll be it. I unlock it. Open it up. All right, come on.
And you see bird cages everywhere in the dark.
Looks like they flew the coop.
Oh, that's a good one, Chadley. And she's saying this as she ducks under Danny's arm, because short, and starts filming the cages.
Whoa.
Do you so that I'm understanding what's happening, do you step inside when you say hello? Do you also come in there?
No,
and
I
do you
just-
have a big can of bear mace in your hand?
No, I've just opened up the door and I'm yelling for you to come out. You see this small German woman duck inside with
With her
camera.
camera.
So with the German woman ducking around, I do think I very silently try to move out of the way of where she seems to be going so that I can move around to be in a good position if I need to like do something about the German woman. I don't know what she's doing yet, but mostly watching the door, just trying to see if like this is a plan you all are trying to, a ruse you're trying to pull here on me.
This is a 10-foot by 10-foot unit, so as you move through the bird cages, I don't know if I'll make you roll that where you could lose a die, but could you roll me, let's go with grit, just to see if somehow you're able to not come out of your cage and not do just fine.
Yeah, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I got 1 6, so that's
Okay.
exciting. I got
Somehow.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I got 2 6s. I'm wrong. I misread that. I got 2 6s, a 1 and a 2.
So we'll say in this moment, it's up to Ricky if Ricky wants to be found, but Ricky also knows that door will just be locked again.
Yeah, for sure. I again, big question. Bear mace out? Is the bear mace in hand?
You can't see it's out. You can't see it. You see the flashlight in my hand, just kind of like haphazardly looking in the room, waiting for someone to come out. Come on.
All right. I let the
All right.
I let the front of the gun come out into a little bit of light, pointed directly at you, and I say, "Show
Whoa.
me your hands."
Show me
Show me
your
your
fucking hands, man.
You're seeing my hands.
show me yours.
your hands.
I work here. What the fuck?
Beautiful
How
shot.
do I know
robbing me?
that? How do I know that?
I'm
No, I'm not
wearing
robbing
a
you.
uniform.
He definitely works here, man.
And you're not in on it.
Can
huh? I don't
confirm.
know any of you. What is
I
happening
bragged
here?
him
I
in the
heard you.
security office. Hi,
Okay,
I'm
that
Sloan.
sounds. Hi, Sloan. Ricky, that sounds credible. All right, so if you're bribable for, what did you bribe him for?
Well, I
Like
really
how
like
much?
vinyl records and Ouija boards, $20.
$20. That's you can get a bunch of vinyl records and Ouija boards for like less than $20 if
While
you
you're
want.
talking,
Yeah,
there's
but
just,
like they don't have
Verna.
the patina. They don't have the patina. The haunted shit. You know.
Hey, old
Well-
guy. I'm going to call the cops now. So, cool. Bye.
I mean, I have a gun
What?
on you, so you're not gonna move,
The
or I'm
cops
gonna
are
shoot
not
you.
gonna
Yeah.
fucking help in this situation.
It's the 80s. We trust the cops still.
I mean,
Ricky, do
That's
you
all right.
often break
Figures.
into places and pull guns on children or younger people, or is this like a thing
I mean,
you
not a
prefer?
child.
I
A
am still in
20-year-old
high
could have
school.
served in
Yes.
the
Yeah.
military.
I'm in
Chadley
high
is
school,
still in high
though.
school.
Oh, well, I'm not pointing the gun at you. I think in seeing Chadley, I'm like, all right, this doesn't seem to be as problematic as all this. Hey, rent a cop. Give the bear mace to the kid.
No.
I would like to
I'm not
point
putting
out
the gun
that
down until you put the bear mace in the kid's hand.
She's
would like
not
to
a
point
kid.
out-
That's an adult woman.
Oh no,
Well,
not. I wasn't
she-
talking
I was-
about. Yeah, go ahead. Go,
Sorry,
Vixen.
I was trying to say
ahead.
that Verna has been walking around the room the entire time and has been shooting an over the shoulder shot of Ricky talking to the group this entire time. And she
Did you get up on like a crate to be over my
she's
shoulder?
like on a crate, like to be over the shoulder, and just sitting there. She's like, "Well, I've already shot you multiple times, so I do believe I have the advantage here."
I, for whatever reason, I actually do trust you. I feel like if you were gonna do something to me, you would have done that already. Do
Oh, I'm
you
here- I'm
need me
here
to
for
like
the
move
pleasure.
over to be better
you
for
turn
your
head, I
shot?
book it towards the to go call the cops. I book it to go call the cops as soon as you turn your head.
As you run
We're
across
not-
the wet pavement,
I'm running
all
towards
the
you.
dim yellow lights along this storage unit complex go out in a sudden
no.
flash. You can
Oh,
just
fuck.
hear Danny's
Fucking
feet
shit.
hitting the wet concrete as he runs to the office.
Is this guy really a cop? I mean, it doesn't, or like a security person here? Is
He's
is that
supposed
real?
to be. Yes.
That's what his name badge says.
I mean, I'm not impressed. I holster my gun. Hi, I'm Ricky. Everybody. It's
Have
nice
Mason
to
a flashlight.
Ricky.
A fucking 44 pointed at my head. I'm going to call the actual authorities. I'm
Danny
22.
Scott, could I get a wit roll from you, please?
Ah.
I feel like I did pretty well for being 22 and having a gun pointed at me.
yeah.
I didn't piss myself. That's a 5.
Perfect. You are sharp enough in this moment to realize you left your keys in the lock on the ground by the unit door you just opened, and you can't actually get into the office unless you retrieve them.
Eventually, did Sloan take off after me?
Can
Mhm.
Sloan be holding the keys instead? Like, I want Sloan to like take off after him and then look at the keys and
Let's
just
get a wit roll
be,
from
like,
Sloan.
One arm.
And if Slow
Okay, yeah,
succeeds,
fuck
that
it.
means you
I'm gonna
saw
raise
them
my
and
hand.
grabbed them. And if not, they're in front
Okay.
of Ricky and the two of you.
That's a 5.
Sloan has the keys to the
Yay.
complex, but all the lights are off.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I
so
want
what you... Okay.
I
go
want
ahead.
Sloan to have her arms crossed with one leg like against the unit, just like this, waiting for you to come meandering back.
What you would hear is my footfalls stop, and you just hear echoing, "Fuck!"
I think at that point, as Danny yells "fuck," Chadley is asking Ricky, "Yeah, so do you like live here?"
Do I live here? No, I don't live here. I'm working here. I'm a
Yeah, why were
private
you
detective.
in?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a
but
Yeah.
like
How did you
you
get
were
in
on
here?
the inside, and we
I-
unlocked it.
A lot of questions.
So I'm a professional.
So you just go around waving your gun in people's faces as a professional?
When I'm breaking into a place and somebody's coming in and I heard you outside talking about macing people, not you, but the rent-a-cop. What's the rent-a-cop's name?
Danny.
Danny. So Danny was talking about macing people, and I just needed to protect myself. What I'm looking into is pretty serious stuff that some pretty bad folks are involved in, and I needed to make sure that this wasn't some kind of setup to try to take me out.
Such commitment. It's admirable.
Do you like
Thank
have a
you.
place where you sleep and eat in here?
No, I just arrived. I was moved in here like today, right? I mean, I haven't checked the time, so maybe not technically today, but I okay, I'm not gonna share trade secrets usually, but I don't think any of you are PIs. I shipped myself in here. I was in a box and I
Incredible.
came out. Yeah, actually, do any of you want a crowbar? I kind of don't have enough hands, but I'm gonna step back to where I was there. I'm gonna grab the crowbar. I'm gonna be like, if we're gonna face something, I mean, you'd have to feel comfortable committing like hand-to-hand violence. Do any of
Oh,
you have any
fuck, yeah.
experience with that?
No, but there is a person screaming a lot. Not just Danny outside,
Oh,
but like a other.
I want a
person.
crowbar.
here
just
you
need
go,
Sloane's
Sloan.
hand.
Sloan,
And
here.
wave from outside. Yes.
Pass you the crowbar. Be like, I trust you with it. Just something intuitive.
So
Feels
now
like
has one
you've
of the
got
crowbar
this.
on her shoulder, looking really cool outside. the unit.
Verna, is this the first time you've documented somebody shipping themselves?
Yes. I have to say that Verna is very impressed. Like, this has actually made an impression on Verna. Because she has never thought of shipping herself. And it now she's mad that she hasn't thought of this. Why didn't I think of this? So, but yeah, so she's documenting like the packing peanuts and the packages, as well as turning back to the initial disappointment at not having Ricky be a hobo that lived inside of a storage unit is sort of pacified by the fact that he had found a clever way to get himself into the storage unit. So.
Yeah, I'm investigating the occult. I don't know if any of you believe in that stuff. I'm not sure that I do, but I'm investigating a series of conspiracies and conspirators dealing with like the trade of occult items. So I kind of don't care what's in these storage units if it isn't that. I'm not here for that, and I'm not a
fucking love
cop.
the occult.
See, that's super. I knew I trusted you for some reason. So I want to repeat to you who bribed the rent-a-cop, I'm not a cop, right? I'm a private detective, so
Great.
I don't care what else you do or take or whatever. Just the occult stuff, which you also like, so we can talk about it. I need to look at it. If it has to do with my investigation, I ask you to please, honor that. Does that sound good?
I don't believe in ghosts. I think that
I find haunted shit. I show you.
Yes.
This is
No, what do you mean you don't believe in ghosts? You were talking about the horrors of leaving your things and then the grief
Yes.
that come because they died and your things are just there like the creepy dolls.
Right.
This
The
is exactly what
ghost
Ricky's talking about.
The ghost is a metaphor for the abandonment of your past, your lives, the ghosts, the skeletons in your closets. Those are things you leave behind that you try so hard to get rid of, but they still follow you. That is the point of this film. That's what makes it so powerful.
Chadley is like open mouth looking at Verna and like trying to nod along every once in a while, but y'all can tell that he does not understand what she means by this.
Ghosts are just metaphors that you use to cope with your abandonment, Chadley. It's psychological.
And
I
that is
round
said
the
as
corner,
you're
I just
all
say, "This
standing
isn't-
there now.
You're saying this
Yeah.
to a high school student. Like this, I walk around and say, "You're saying this to an obvious high schooler. Which one of you took my keys?"
And all 5 of you are standing in the semicircle at this dark storage unit late after hours as the storm still thunders around you. Some of you know strange things are happening, others are just here to get good headshots. Where does the group go or separate from this moment where you're all standing together with Sloan holding the keys?
Where is like the last direction we've heard the like feminine scream?
I would say north. There are hundreds of storage units around you. You all have opened one and you found a person not living in it, but just shipping themselves within.
Hey, I propose that we go and start opening up other storage units, because if Mr. Man over here is living in a storage unit and shipping himself into it, I bet other people have also done the same thing, and then they're realizing, oh shit, I forgot to pack food. Where am I going to poop?
Literal skeletons in
Maybe
the closet.
that's why. Maybe that's why.
Feel like there was a
she's screaming.
step in
Or screaming.
between forgot food, where am I gonna poop? I like where your head's at. So I hadn't heard this above table. I hadn't heard the screams till the door opened, but I did hear the scream. Now, is that right?
Yes.
That's most recent. Okay. Did you all say that you heard that noise before? Because I wasn't hearing anything
Twice.
like
We
that
heard the
until
scream,
you.
Yes.
and then we heard the knock from this storage
There
unit.
was
It turns
some-
out to be a guy with a gun.
That
Well,
reminds me. I go back. I get my lighter. I put it back in my pocket. What were you saying?
No, I was just going to say I thought it was you, but I was wrong.
It was not me, and here's an interesting thing. I couldn't hear it. I didn't hear it once until right now. What do you think that's about?
The fuck's happening with all these bird cages? Like,
I also don't know. So all the bird cages slammed shut at the same time when I was in there.
I think Danny just now actually looked inside of the unit. I feel he opened the door waiting for a kid to just like come to run out, be like, "All right, you got me." And then there was a grown ass man holding a gun at him, and so that's all he was focused on. And he's just now seeing everything else that was in this room.
Every bird cage closed at the same time. I checked for wires. I didn't see any. I checked for a rigging up at the ceiling. Didn't
And there
see
wasn't a
anything
draft?
there either. I mean, not a draft that goes in multiple directions at once. I don't think I felt the draft at all. But like every door of every bird cage was facing not the same way, right? Because they're all around me. Like one
but
draft wouldn't get that done.
No.
I mean, that I
It's
don't
supposed to
know.
work sometimes.
I'm not.
I think, is there any way that Verna could like play back the footage she's taken of the storage unit to see if she could see anything odd?
Did you
don't
find anything
know.
else in here?
If those older cameras from the 1980s had an easy playback form, I could be
Yeah.
wrong, but it doesn't think like it would make
Yeah.
sense. Did they have
Oh,
a
that's-
display?
The Nikon F3 at home.
You had some I only said some cameras you could rewind and watch inside, and then once you got to the blank part, that's where you can record on that.
Interchangeable
but it-
viewfinders, a durable mechanical chassis, and advanced electronic metering is what it says it had from the 1980 Nikon F3, but nothing about playback.
Yeah, so like you said, it all depends on what kind of camera you had.
Mm-hmm. So, never mind then. We'll find out later.
You would probably need an
you take the
external
film out of the
machine to
Yeah.
pop the tape out and then
Yeah.
play it back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look over at
Maybe
you
be able to-
though. You go ahead. You first.
You would maybe be able to go back to your office and play it back.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking
kind
that
of
maybe we
tape
should keep like going though.
I agree.
Yeah.
So taking
No,
the time
absolutely.
to watch the film would be good, but only if we were able to do it while we were examining the other potentially
And splitting up is
hobo-infested
probably a
storage unit.
terrible idea.
What do you
Yes.
think? What do you think? My office is like the local library with all the features that you would need to view these type of things.
Oh, but I don't expect that at all. But I am known to
Did
Jerry.
that get you, Jess? That
Daryl
one get you?
is just an asshole. Or, excuse me, Danny is just an asshole. God damn.
I was trying to plug local libraries, but all right.
Go to your libraries, kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I think Verna like just sort
How
of
about-
stumbles out of the storage unit at this point.
I mean, we could just continue looking at storage units. Maybe we find something that we can
Yeah.
play something back and you know, two birds stoned at once.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Hey, Danny Bear Mace, you wanna come up with me and flank, and then Sloan with the crowbar. You wanna sort of take up the rear there, and I got my gun. You got your little wilderness kit, Danny, and maybe if there's something that we got to be worried about, we could do something about that.
My boy, I'm 22. This is what I'm allowed to have at a summer job. You fucking freak.
There are people 4 years younger than you deployed right now. So
Cool. Put your gun away and I'll beat your ass. Let's go.
Wait, so you want him to put his gun away, or you don't want him to put his gun away?
Let's go.
Because it sounded like if he puts it away, you're gonna beat his ass.
which means I should not put my gun away. See, you're very smart. I like that.
Is there like a medium option,
But he's
like
not.
putting your gun medium away?
Yeah, that's what I have right now. My
I
finger's
feel like
not
that's the
on
option.
the trigger.
Let's do that. Let's
Yeah,
do
yeah.
Let's-
You know,
medium.
I
Go,
have a
go.
thought. I have a
Go
thought for
investigate.
the occult ghost believing people
Which
in
one
the
of you
room.
has my keys?
Don't you
I
have
don't know.
some strange occult
Huh.
items that you can use to find the storage unit where the woman is screaming if it is in fact paranormal?
Yeah, do you have a spirit box?
I don't have a spirit box. I do have a question for the GM above table. Would you buy? Because I was looking it up. I was gonna ask if not Werner Herzog over here might be able to do an infrared thing, but there's no infrared. There's no infrared on that model of camera in 1983. So, but there were little infrared digital cameras at the time that had just started to come out in 1983. So my question is, if I am looking into this occult stuff, and also just sneaking around in infrared would help me follow body heat signatures, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you buy I've got one?
I mean, why not? You all have been in a circle for like 10 minutes just talking at each other. So I don't know if the infrared camera has like come out yet or anything.
No. It's
can
I
easily
think
have
it's
it.
not a huge. I think it's not a huge infrared camera as far as I can tell. So it wouldn't also be able to pick up like a lot, probably. Like there's probably limitations in
Yeah.
like how much you can see, how far away, etc.
Go ahead.
But yeah, I'm thinking I just pull it out in one hand. I've got the gun in the other hand, and I say, all right, I could try to see if somebody's trying to sneak up on us with this. It might be able to help with some ghost stuff. I've never actually seen a ghost. I don't know if ghosts exist, but I like to be careful. And this right here can see infrared signatures. So I can scout with this. I've got my gun out, safety off, I say, looking at Danny. But I've got the finger off the trigger, looking over at Sloan. Compromise, right? And I will take point. How about Sloan? You take up behind me because I like and trust you, right? And you have the crowbar I gave you. And then, Danny Bear Mace, you could take up the rear in case somebody sneaks up on us. Does that sound okay? And then the other two, you're in between, and we're protecting you with our weaponry.
I'm gonna look.
Well, we take valuable film footage of this situation. Yes, I think this is a good plan.
Thank you.
Verna, I just don't think he knows our names.
And as
A lot happened very fast.
as you strangers begin to actually move into the hindsight storage unit, I think this is the right time for our scheduled break, having let you all go till halfway, and now some things will change. So, Jess, how do you like tossing to break? Is there anything? Am I
Yeah.
supposed to say a certain thing?
No, you are all good. My friends, we are going to take a quick 10-minute break. We're going to eat some food. We're going to drink some water. We're going to do some light stretching. We think that you should do these things as well. But we also think that you should check out our Tiltify link, where we're raising funds for Immigrant Defenders Law Center. Gang, we are just $100 away from meeting the $500 matching gift. So if we raise $100 more, that means we've actually raised $300 more, which is $750 raised total for an incredible organization. So, do your shrimp check, eat your food, check out the Tiltify. We'll be back very soon. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us this evening as we raise funds for Immigrant Defenders Law Center, an incredible organization that is a social justice law firm that defends our immigrant communities against injustices in the immigration system. If you are in the United States, you know that that's a lot, unfortunately. And so if you are able to, please donate to our Tiltify link. It is pinned not only in our Twitch chat, but also our YouTube chat. While you're there, you're going to see some really incredible things. One being that right now we still have about $55 left of matching gifts. Our gifts right now are not just match times 1, not just match times 2, but times 3. So if you donate $1, it is actually $3 that is being donated to Immigrant Defenders Law Center, where again, every dollar donated goes straight to them. There is no middleman. You will also see that there are some really fun ways that you can shape the game that we are playing tonight. For a $10 donation, you can give anyone on screen a reroll. For a $25 donation, you can give anyone an auto success. For $35, you could describe the next storage unit that we open. It could have hundreds of bird cages that have nothing inside of them. It could be 5 pool floaties that are half deflated. It could literally be whatever you want within reason. For $50 or more, you could make things get weird. What happened earlier when things got weird? Our audio literally just started repeating multiple times. It was actually really weird. I did not like it. So maybe we skip that one and go for the $75 donation, which is making sure that you save someone from death, which could happen at any given time. With that being said, my friends, thank you for being here. We've raised $585 so far. We're trying to get to $750 to get both of our matching gifts. And now I will turn things back over to Ra.
And it still has not begun to rain. Here on the Hindsight storage unit facility, we see the backs of all of you in the cinematic shot, the bright red door of this unit about to be opened up, the camera going, the flashlight, probably the gun, and probably a lighter, all out as you all are prepared and together. Verna, could you roll me 2d6 for what's inside of this unit?
Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and roll these d6s. That's a 4 and a 6 for a 10 total.
Beautiful. So it's not hard to notice the heavy mudded footprints leading into the middle of this place, because they lead in but they do not lead out. And all along the edges you see row upon row of unlabeled cassette tapes. One tape player, audio, and a small journal next to it, a record book. The light flickers, broken and needing replacement, as you turn it on with the pull of the string, Danny, and you look around a unit and don't see anything overly suspicious.
For my part, I'm going to put my flashlight down. Is there enough light in there that I don't need to be using the flashlight to look around?
Now that the string's been pulled, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna holster that, turn it off. I still got the gun in one hand because don't trust at least one of the people with me. It keeps on not refusing to stand down on the bear mace, and pull out the little tape that I found inside of the cage. I'm gonna turn to the group. I'm gonna say, I found this inside of a closed bird cage, the one that was closed already, remembering correctly, both table, before they all shut. It looks like this player in front of me might be able to play it. Is that right? Am I mind palacing that correctly?
Your tape looks like the same blank brand as all of the other audio tapes here.
Beautiful. I'm going to put this in and I'm going to play it. Anybody have an issue with that?
No. I want to hear what's on the tape. I'm not an audio person, I'm a visual person, so I want to hear it.
Right. If you want to record it for whatever it is you're doing, doesn't bother me anything.
I've been recording this entire time.
I consent to this recording.
Okay, so no one else here has seen The Evil Dead? I mean, it's only been 2 years.
I mean, that's
This
a
is how-
movie,
this is
though.
exactly
This
how
is
it started.
real life.
By playing a tape?
There's a cinematic shot that will be seen later, I'm sure, when the footage is checked. You hear the static of the audio tape begin, obviously recording a room, maybe light breath. It is on, it is live. But through this view, looking through almost like a video game cutscene in the future, we see the journal being opened, we see the 5 of you kind of shifting through the space. And over, every line, it goes with the number on the side of a tape. And all it says is, Mom singing, Mom singing, Mom singing. The tape that's currently playing is blank.
What do y'all make of that?
It's kind of weird.
But
But also, I don't. Do you think the lady screaming could? No, that's not Mom's.
no, your dad. You are where I am, Chadley. What if the screaming is the singing?
Well, then that opens the question of who was playing it. Did you have someone else that mailed
They should stop
themselves in?
singing then.
Were you the only one that mailed themselves into a unit, or am I looking for?
I mean, I can't.
Private detectives?
I can't account for the entire rest of the human community writ large, but I don't have a partner.
Did you not see the muddy footprints outside of the storage unit?
Is it to me?
That was just
No.
to both of you as you're arguing
Yeah.
about the situation.
I think I actually missed the muddy footprints. So, I didn't. What were they like?
What were they
Muddy.
like? Yeah, muddy. like
Big, thick treads on it. It's small. Does it suggest a larger or a smaller person?
You look down and see what you're talking about on the ground of the storage unit. The muddy footprints that lead in but don't necessarily turn and lead out.
you see, they're right there, very obvious. You're not so great of a detective.
I'm a little distracted right now. I will say, they don't go anywhere out of here, and that's a little suspicious. So I'm gonna just pull my gun up a little bit, and I'm gonna look around the room. And
Unless they
look...
left their shoes in here.
That's a reasonable explanation. So I'm gonna say maybe.
Sure is. That's why I said it.
The tape
Are there
that's
any
still playing, you hear a sigh, and it clicks at the end.
Oh, fuck that. I like the occult, don't like that.
Well, perhaps it's tired of us. This abandoned
These units
tape.
are only 10 by 10. The units are only 10 by 10, so there's not a whole lot of, literally not a lot of wiggle room. So,
What if we just leave this one, go to a different one?
Yeah, that seems fine. I just want to give it a look as we're leaving on my side. The standard issue, same as the other one, in terms of potential entry-exit points, the size
one
of the
door that slides up, 3 metal walls, and just these cheap Kmart of the time, maybe Kmart, shelves along the walls that have these tapes.
I feel like I'm gonna regret this, but that's okay. I'm gonna do it just to do it. I think that as they're leaving, Verna grabs one of the tapes. And
Yeah, I kind of want to
puts
play
it-
another tape.
Yeah, puts
I
it in
kind
her
of want to
bag.
put another tape in.
Yeah. So,
Say
'cause we're
as
leaving.
Verna grabs
Yeah.
a tape to
Yeah,
take,
she wants to take a tape with her.
Sloan just said they want to put a tape in the tape player.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I want to pose the idea to the group
Mhm.
before just going balls to the wall. And you said
I'll-
these tapes are numbered.
Yeah, they have a little serial number on like the paper side wrap within the tape cassette holder, and they line up
Is
with
there-
numbers in the journal.
Okay. So there's a rhyme and reason to these numbers.
They all say mom singing.
Oh, good. Great. Okay. Let's go with mom singing hits number 3 then.
Before you do that, before you put it in, 2 things. I'm going to say, okay, we just met,
Unless there's
but I'd
supposed to
like
be-
for all of you to survive. So a couple things I'm thinking.
Same
One
page.
is whoever took their shoes off wanted people to follow the sound of this screaming person in here and the footprints and then not follow any out.
Oh.
What are you
Two.
saying?
So I
Jesus
didn't.
Christ.
And Verna moves over to Chadley and like whispers in their ear, "They might be outside. So if we go outside, we could die."
Oh. Don't like that.
I don't like that either.
Chadley,
Two.
go outside.
Don't do that to Chadley.
I am okay, actually. You're not the boss of me.
Smart kid. Smart kid. 2 is when you press play there, and here I'm going to make contact with Danny.
Dude, I can't hear you when you're not saying things.
Chadley, why don't you help me pick a tape, and let's the detective do whatever they're going to do.
But
Then I'm gonna
Sloan
look
already
over at
picks
you.
Number 3.
We're
I'm going to look
pick
over at
another
you,
one.
Sloan. I'm going to say, Sloan, why don't you let Chadley put the tape in? And then I'm making eye contact with you, Sloan. I say,
And you hear the static of a room that's been recorded in, a gentle breathing. You all listen, 10, 20 seconds go by, nothing happens until you hear what appears to be like a dropped saucer or small porcelain cup, followed by a femme voice just be, oh no. And then the tape clicks. There's
I guess-
hundreds of these.
Yeah, I think that we should just, like, continue looking for that lady. I don't know. I don't want to spend an hour listening to the... But you guys might. What do you guys want to do? Because I'm... But also...
Looking at, I never closed the door and I never fully went inside. I'm like hugging. I'm like teetering on the inside and the outside. Just looking on the outside of the door. Do I see that? God damn it! Can you hear the dog barking?
They
Okay,
want to
yeah.
contribute to the conversation. It's fine.
Yeah,
But I
that-
kind of think it's
that-
adding to the ambiance.
Yeah,
I think
it
it's
is.
perfect.
Yeah,
It's
Sassy
good for
doesn't
me.
like being
Yeah.
out too long. So, could I make a wits roll to see if I see the shadow of someone from the outside? That's because everyone else is inside. If I even notice like the shadow or movement from someone on the outside,
I'm going to say yes, but I have a question for Danny and Sloan first.
Mhm.
Since the two of you know that strange things have been happening here, like definitively, what things have you heard about happening here? Like, what's the rumor? What's the scuttlebutt?
Ooh. Great question.
I'm one of those great
I think
GMs that makes
Sloane's
my players
after-
do all the work.
I think Sloane's after a particularly haunted Ouija board that she heard is in one of these storage units. And I think she's also heard rumors of some of these doors slamming open and closed during all hours of the night, especially at 3:33 a.m.
What time is it now, Sloane?
2:30.
And Danny, what have you heard? Like, what's got your boss all up in a twist?
I feel like what started as ghost stories initially just slowly turned into, it's not a ghost story like this. His name is Greg. It's not a ghost story. Kids break in. It's a whole thing. No, it's not ghosts. If you hear footsteps, someone's in there. Call the cops or mace them. I don't want to mace them. Mace them. Hence him going, maybe I really should mace everyone.
Face first, ask questions later.
But also, like I said, he usually works the day shift, so all the mornings, all the stuff that he hears from the night shift sounds like ghost stories that the guys are trying to say, like, yeah, you wouldn't survive. You hear random footsteps behind you when you're doing your rounds at night, and when you turn around, suddenly, you hear them shuffling away, and when you go to check, there's nothing there. That's something he's heard.
Before you do your wit roll to see what you see, Chadley, what happened to your knee?
Oh, I had an ACL reconstruction.
Was it a sporting situation?
Yeah, I tore it playing rugby. That was my freshman year. I'm a senior now, so it's totally fine. I can run on it.
If you could give me that wit roll, Danny.
There are rerolls.
Yeah, rerolls in the pool.
Yes, I'm gonna use that because I got a big old 1, 2, 3. And I refuse to be killed off of seeing, hey, is someone out there? Dead.
No, I kid you not, that's how I died in Phasmophobia. Talking to the phantasm, and it was like, I'm right behind you, and then I
refuse
died.
to go the way of Rose. Yeah, I refuse to go the way of Rose McGowan in the first Scream movie. I peek my head out the door, just fucking. Ah!
No!
That's a 5. Okay, that's a 1, 2, and a 5. So.
As the tape plays, all of this happening at once, everyone focused on the middle of this storage unit, except for really you, who is the lookout to the rest of the world. Ghost Story could be accurate, as you see these somewhat transparent forms in what appear to be high school jerseys. You can see through them. You can see the night on the other side. One looks oddly familiar, but younger, as they are throwing a rugby ball through this field in the rain. And as it fades, you hear the snap and shout of someone who suddenly turned the wrong way. But it's in the flash of an eye. It's only for a moment, as this tape is playing in the background. At the same time as the dropped porcelain crash, you hear the snap of bone or of comfort and the cry out of pain as the ghosts fade away. Does anyone else think they see it too? Would anyone else be glancing out of the storage unit versus into it as the new tape plays?
I mean, I think with what we established before, at the very least, I was ready to see somebody to potentially come in and harm us. So how much we could see outside from where I was, because I was a little deeper in, I'm not sure, but I
will say to you, it's more of like a strange lit up fog that almost looks like humanoid shapes. Danny, being outside of the light, so his eyes more adjusted to the darkness, is able to see this memory unfurl before it fades.
I was just saying, I think we should move on, unless you guys want to stay, but we should go, unless you guys don't wanna. And so I think, like, maybe as I was saying that, like, I see glimpses of it, but not fully.
I think Verna was fiddling with the lens on her Nikon. Like, maybe she was debating whether or not to switch it out and kind of messing with the view and like looking in the viewfinder and sort of facing outward, like walking out of the thing, because Woods Chadley suggested leaving. She's like, yeah, okay, we're done here, and is like starting to like walk out. And I think she doesn't see it directly, she sees it through the lens of her camera.
Cool. And at that moment, multiple storage unit doors across this place, early, it's not that time quite yet, all snap up and open with a loud metallic bang, but their lights do not open. Everything is still dark except for the one light in the unit you were just in.
Sloan
Chadley,
just
stop
takes out
screwing
Danny's
around.
keys and looks at them.
Danny says, "Yeah, fuck this. I'm going home."
but literally still fiddling with her lens. She's like, Chadley, stop messing around. We have to get the rest of the shots.
Verna, I'm not messing around, but also, did anybody else see that?
See what?
There was a
I heard
fog.
it.
There was a fog of some sort. It didn't seem natural. I mean, it was inside, so that's part of it. But it was. I've seen stuff like it before. I don't really have anything that I could do about that. Looking over at you, Sloan, do you have any thoughts on our best next steps dealing with something potentially that this gun won't do anything about?
Well, you can't really shoot a ghost,
Right.
probably.
Not the traditional way.
Okay,
No,
but like ghosts
in any way.
aren't real, but people are.
Yeah, Chadley. Gestures to the general surroundings.
So there's some weird stuff going on. So I just like saw the visualization of me tearing my ACL, and now my knee kind of hurts.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't mean that there
How
are
do you explain
ghosts.
everyone else seeing that?
Did everybody else see that?
Was that what we saw?
We saw
recorded-
something.
No, that's what I recorded something like that. It seemed like people
I
were.
bet asbestos or Ronnie put some drugs into something, and that's actually really fucked up, and I'm gonna need to call his mom. But
Yeah,
that
no,
is
in an
for
hour
later.
you're gonna believe in ghosts. Guarantee
In
it.
an hour? Why would we believe in them in an hour?
Because it's 2:30.
What is the purpose? What is the significance of
Have you ever
an
heard of the
hour?
witching hour?
The what?
The witching hour? When the veil lifts?
Only in stories.
Good news! You get to experience it.
Sloan, do you have anything with you that you would use if you're in the presence of whatever you're worried is going to show up in an hour?
Got some salt.
Maybe we get into one of these rooms that we think is
Salt
not a
circle?
problem. Yeah, surround ourselves and wait.
It is the beginning of the satanic panic. There are certain methods that have begun to form. So feel free to get creative with any first attempt supernatural tools you might think work. You have the creativity there.
So I pull out my
She definitely
D20.
has some like Palo Santo, salt, incense, but like nothing
Is
that
Danny
would help fight
gone?
a ghost.
Did Danny go
So this-
home?
No, so this is what I'm. Danny, being 22, so he was in '83. He was born in 1961. Yeah, he's seen Halloween. Okay. So, just to be clear, y'all are staying when we can just dip, right?
Well, I said that I would like visit at least 8 storage units to tell Ronnie and the boys that I'm not, you know, scared.
You know you could just lie, right? You already broke
Well,
in.
no, like I said,
You've already
hey,
committed a crime.
there's been no crimes here, and I
You
said
broke-
that Verna would videotape it.
You
That's
broke
exactly what I'm doing.
into
I'm
a secure
filming.
facility.
Okay, first of all, your wall or your fence isn't that high. Very easy to hop over, bro.
Also,
Yeah.
not very
I don't-
sturdy, very easy to clip through.
I don't know that I would call this a secure facility.
The
Maybe just
fact,
facility.
my guy, you're a private detective. You know what the law is. You know that you
I-
broke in. You know that
I
you know
I
what
was
you-
actually.
private
I'm
detectives
sure you signed me
usually
in
just
earlier
investigate.
because
I
I
did
was
not.
delivered here.
I didn't work the day shift, so no, it wasn't me.
Okay, so somebody else in your position signed me in here.
Okay, wait. So are we going to a new storage unit, or are
Let's
we
go.
like trying
I think
to
we should
fight
go to
the
a new
person that's
storage unit.
outside?
I'm only sticking with you all because if I get got walking away, I'm gonna come back as a ghost and I'm killing this guy. And I'm pointing
And because I have your
Chadley.
keys.
for,
Those are my
for-
work keys. I have my car keys.
For practical
that's good.
purposes, if there
Are you sure about that?
ghosts and one of us is by ourselves, that makes us a better target. No?
I refuse to be the black guy that dies first in a horror movie. So yeah, I'm not breaking away from the group.
Nobody needs to die. This is real life, and
Well, it is being
we should go to
filmed.
another storage unit.
Yes, I
Okay,
have this, I
that's
have
true.
this all
But
on
for a
tape.
documentary, documentaries are totally different, right? You're making a documentary, is that right?
But
I think
yes,
it's
it's
called a
on the,
snuff film when people die in it. Another
the-
form of horror.
it's about the horrors of abandonment and things.
I
Now
am-
it's
Let's go find some other
walking
horrors
out,
of abandonment.
And I
Yeah.
am walking towards a storage unit, and I like slap it and say, "This baby looks pretty good." You know, open her up
Take my
there.
keys.
Verna has her camera trained on Chadley, like so to get that moment specifically
Oh.
for Chadley.
As soon as he realizes that the camera is on, he like starts
Flexes.
flexing.
The lightning cracks
The little
behind
point.
you, your
Yeah.
silhouette perfect and sculpted. As you all are about 10 feet away from the spot where you all first met, and you've moved down one door in the storage unit facility. Chadley, do you think this one is locked and requires keys, or do you think it just opens?
I think as I slap it, it just opens.
I think you're right. I think you're right about that. And it's easy to hear it once that happens because of all the ticking of all of these hundreds of clocks that line the wall. And there on the ground, in rank and order, about 100 small yellow plastic ducks have been set up as though they are marching forward from this space. It's immaculate, not a piece of dust anywhere.
This is performance art. Is
What the
it is.
fuck?
Can I
I
ask
would
you a
like-
serious question, Verna?
What is your question?
Are you doing all this to us?
For the film? No. What with
Okay,
what time we
so
have had to
I'm
set
in
this
there
up?
by myself. Maybe you had a hidden camera and all the bird cages closed. Now this one has a bunch of ticking clocks in it. The other one had a bunch of tapes in it and like some footprints going in. I'm just saying, if you designed it, I feel like you're doing a great job. I think you've got a talent for this.
Hey, Ra. Being that I work here, I've probably been here when people moved in.
You
So-
have, yeah.
For some of these storage units we've seen, are they just completely different from what I've seen actually moved in?
100% yes.
Okay.
This one usually has a bunch of old trunks of clothes, like a bed frame leaned against the wall. And as you're figuring that out, if Ricky could roll me a wit to see if they believe that Verna's not setting this up, while Danny's thinking about what they're going to do next.
see
with
you,
that
Vixie.
information.
I see you. I'm not the only one who came to this table with secrets, okay? All right. Hey, I got no 6s. Can I do anything about that, or do I just
You have
drop?
a reroll that you can use.
Yeah. you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll. That. This feels important. I got 2 5s.
You do believe that Verna did not set this up intentionally at the same moment that Danny realizes this is not what's usually in Mr. and Mrs. Baldwin's unit.
I'd like to pick up a duck.
Do you want to roll me a grit roll as you reach down to pick up this duck? Hopefully it's not a foul response.
Aw.
I rolled 2 5s.
What a quack.
With grit, it has to be a 6 to be a success.
Cool. I'm gonna use my reroll. And I rolled literally the exact same dice.
Oh,
All
no.
5 of them. None of them are 6s.
Life isn't always what it's quacked up to be. And then in this moment, you're just winging it, and you reach down to pick up this small plastic duck. And you are able to, and at this moment, you can't tell that anything is wrong.
I don't like how you
I'm gonna
placed that, bud.
squeak it. I'm gonna squeak the duck. Does it make any sounds?
It makes a duck squeak sound. Do you have a memory that comes to mind from your life when you see and hear this?
Absolutely. Who has not played with rubber duckies in the tub? I mean, okay, well, sorry about you, Daryl. That sucks. I have very fond memories of playing with different yellow rubber duckies, some having hats on them, some being like a little devil, some are an angel. You know, like they make all sorts of weird little rubber duckies. I've got a collection from childhood, and they're cute, and I'm gonna pocket this one.
And you pocket this one, and all is fine for now. Is there any investigation further into this unit, or is this more of a montage of people moving units to unit? Yes.
I would also
check.
like to pick up a clock, because that's going to be very helpful for when it hits 3:30. We will
Are
know.
all of the clocks set to the same time?
They are not. I have to hand it to
Yeah.
you. That was a wonderful question.
I think that
What is the differentiation? Is there any pattern recognizable?
There are like 100 clocks, so the pattern would probably take some time.
So,
Not as many as there were bird cages, though.
Fair. Sorry about that, Vixie. You were gonna
But-
ask.
oh, I was gonna ask, what kind of clocks do we see? Are they like grandfather clocks? Are they like digit?
Are
like,
there any
you know-
cuckoo clocks?
There
Yeah.
are cuckoo clocks. They're vintage. You see a sundial or two, a grandfather clock, even a grandmother, if you were to assume those types of words for clocks. Wrist watches, pocket watches. Yes, Danny.
I helped the couple move some of the stuff in here.
Yeah, the Baldwins.
What the hell? Like, this is him saying this. out.
Okay.
He's like, who the fuck put all these clocks in here?
Probably the people who have the
There
storage
was a-
unit.
Bed? No. I helped the people put the shit in here. There's
Well,
some tote bins
Day
and a
shift?
fucking bed linked against a wall earlier today.
is there some symbolism in the ducks and the clocks? The prior storage unit had the tapes about memory, and this one is about, perhaps it's about the passage of time. But what would the ducks mean in context of all of this?
Well, I never saw a single mallard when I was helping the Baldwins put some of the stuff in here, so I couldn't tell you.
Do they have direct access, like their own key to this unit? They can come in at any time. Could they have come when it wasn't your shift? Are there paper records that would show you that?
I think the paper records are really
They would be
far.
in the office. Yeah, and someone has my keys.
wonder who that is.
I know who it is.
We could go to the office
Mystery.
together if you want to try to figure out who might have been able to access these units and change things out.
I don't
And then we
think
could
that's
always
gonna
come
help.
back.
While this conversation is happening, Berna has
Mhm.
gotten real close to the ducks, and I'm like literally getting like close-up shots of each of them. Are they all the same, or are they all different? Similar to what Jess described, where like do some have hats, do some have horns? Are they different like
That's a
styles?
potentially really bad idea.
Oh no!
They all look exactly the same. But as you're looking through the viewer while it's recording, you could almost swear for a moment as though a wind or a breeze, there's a ruffle through the feathers that moves over them like a wind would over like a meadow of grass. It almost passes through before they all settle into stillness once again, almost like a dream.
The ducks. They seem. She like stands up and she's like looking at her viewfinder. Like, did you see what you see? Did she see what she saw? They almost seemed alive. Chadley,
come
take
over
your
and-
pocket.
I'm gonna point
You-
my infrared at it while she's while she's talking to Chadley about that. See if I see anything.
I pick the duck out of my pocket.
Does it feel like it's real, like the actual feathers on it?
I'm gonna like walk over to you and go honk, just like right in your ear.
She like twitches like with the camera, like oh.
And just for a reminder, Chadley, you lost a grit dice with your last failure, just so you know
Down to
going
4.
forward. Yeah, deal. The duck feels plastic.
Yeah, the duck feels like a rubber duck.
And
Yeah,
as you
it's-
point another thing at a creature and point your infrared gun now with this duck, you see a duck that has infrared pointed at it, but nothing else.
And that's the same for the ones that look like they had the wind go through them, not just the duck that was in the pocket.
Yeah, just the ducks in general.
They
Yeah.
all look fine. And the clocks and everything, I have it out, I look around, it all just looks like what I'm looking at, but through infrared.
Mm-hmm.
I
And-
would like to pick up a duck and throw it over a cuckoo clock because I read this book approximately 8 years ago called One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And although it's not a nest, it is a clock, perhaps throwing a duck over a cuckoo nest/clock might do something. And it might do nothing. Like I said, it's potentially a really bad idea, but it's an idea.
And
This-
when
Yeah,
you
son.
when you do that and it triggers the deja vu of a dream you once had, what was that dream like, Sloan?
Oh. Was it a good dream or a bad dream?
I think it was a complicated dream.
Okay.
Make my
Okay,
players do
I'm-
everything.
This is actually incredible because Jenna does this thing where I sleep note and I wake up to notes that are nonsensical. So, and I'm going to use a real life sleep note. So there was this small pilgrim that came out of a fireplace that just started staring at Sloane one day. And all this small pilgrim was doing was talking about this television show. And it just kept crawling out of this fireplace, in and out, and all it was doing was making eye contact. And it was similar, actually, kind of to a cuckoo clock in the method of it was, going in and out of this fireplace.
Mhm.
And she kind of tried to analyze what this meant because it didn't happen in a time where like a small pilgrim would make sense because maybe like Thanksgiving, maybe this was symbolism, maybe this was a reckoning, maybe this was something of a higher power. No, and this is a recurring dream for her, and I think this brings her back to this exact moment where this cuckoo clock is reminding her of this small pilgrim dream.
The duck doesn't set anything off. It's easily thrown, easily landed, as it arcs over a cuckoo cloth with an opening shaped like a fireplace, and a small pilgrim's head sticking in and out as it strikes the hour.
Do you guys want to get the duck out of here? Go on to the next one?
We should move on,
Nice.
yes. I think we've seen everything we've come to see here.
Yeah, I think we keep moving.
Sloan, my keys, please, so I can lock this door.
Yeah, it was actually open when I got here.
Because you said please.
A flimsy door. Chadley just hit it and it rolled itself up.
Yeah, the lock's on the floor.
So, it's American craftsmanship.
I'm gonna get closer to you, Danny, and I'm gonna say quietly, and Sloan, since you also have a weapon, if you're relatively nearby, I'm not trying to hide it from the other two, I'm just trying to be quiet. I think somebody's doing this to us. That seems to be pretty obvious. I think they're fucking with our
I think
heads to
something
try to throw us off.
is.
Okay, so let's hedge in both directions, and it's a someone or a something. They're obviously toying with us. Do we think that this is because they're psychotic, they're trying to kill us, are they trying to or do we think that there's a way out of this that we don't have to fight our way out of in order to not die?
I mean, we can go through the front door, or since I have my keys. Or
I
through
think
the
that
gigantic
Verna-
hole that one of us cut in the goddamn gate.
I hope that Verna is
Somebody cut a hole in the gate?
sneaking forward.
Verna's
with me.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Verna's absolutely continued walking while this discussion is happening, and is going to the first storage unit door that she thinks is interesting. To because there was a moment where they had all opened, and I assume they all closed again, right?
Oh
After
no,
Oh, so
they
some of them-
stayed open.
Cool.
Yes.
So she's going to the first
Good.
open door she sees with her camera, and starts and sticks her camera inside to pick up what it can pick up.
Is Chadley shadowing Verna usually, or would Verna be able to move away without that chaperoning? Chadley.
I think that Verna, as soon as she started sneaking away, Chadley was like, their conversation is boring. I'm going with Verna. And
What's funny is
walking
that she's
like
not
this
even really
even.
sneaking. She's literally just continued walking without realizing that everyone has stopped to have this conversation, because she just really wants to get this footage of these storage units, because she's really interested in what's inside of them, and capturing this as the essence of abandonment, if you will, and the horrors of the horror locked inside these abandoned items.
And
Sloan's going to
you-
look at her watch. What time is it?
It is now 2:59.
She's going to call out to Verna and be like, "It's 2:59. Be careful."
2:59, got it. I will just take a step back at 3 a.m.
And the unit is dark. There is the string of a light one could pull, but with the lightning and just wonderful, as you pull the string, it flickers, that dim yellow that kind of just flashes in and out quickly. But you see a perfect, immaculate, almost reproduction of what would look like an apartment or a home. Kitchen counters, kitchen table, all cut in half at the edge of the unit, as though one was back with a camera making a perfect shot. And at a small table, there's a Ouija board set up, and behind it, lines of Bibles with a sign and a phone number of how to order them to resist the pull of the satanic movement that's currently going through America.
Well, that's interesting.
You picked a really good one, Verna.
I do what I can. 30 seconds, Chadley.
Okay, but get a shot of me sitting in front of the Bibles with the Ouija board.
So if we can do it in 30 seconds, absolutely.
You can do anything in 30 seconds.
And
And
Uh,
you see that all the Bibles are like a facade, and they're just a bunch of the front covers, and behind it, it's cardboard.
okay. And
I
Verna, get the
go
shot.
up and I do this around the thing, and then
Mhm.
I start moving it on the Ouija board and I say, Verda, what should I ask it?
I don't know. Why don't you ask if it's been... Oh, let's see. There's two questions we could ask. We could maybe ask if it's the one causing this, what does it want? You know, the classic questions. The things that
Okay.
reveal its evil intent.
What do you want?
Can you roll me a wit roll?
Oh no!
I'm glad you're the one doing this also.
Okay, I have a 3 and a 5.
Perfect. The 5 does succeed. A quick reminder of your earlier failed roll. And all has felt fine till now, and it doesn't feel bad. That gentle push and pull as this begins to move against your hands, your fingers slightly guiding over the space.
Verda, what the fuck is happening?
You're moving the little piece, no?
Verda,
That's
I'm not doing this.
what you're talking
What
about.
letters are they going over?
They're not going to any letters. They're going to 4 numbers.
Oh dear.
What are the numbers?
1, 4, 2, 8.
1428. 1428. Is that a storage number unit?
I don't know.
Would I know that?
It is one, yes.
I
It's
would
on the
know.
first big building where people can pull up to the doors since they have numbers, not letters.
Okay. Next question.
It's
If
yeah,
I
that's
go
what-
to
what you would say, that's the
1428,
first one.
am I going to find the lady that was screaming?
And as you're moved through this, we'll say you say each letter out loud, and Verna helps keep track also.
With their camera. I think Verna has actually stepped in and is now recording the Ouija board, fascinated at what's happening.
It spells out, "You let us all down."
Oh man.
What-
I think I like my shoulders go slack and I'm like, and like the connection I think is like broken. I don't know. I've never Ouija boarded before. So, but like I take it off and like it stops and I'm just like, well fuck.
If you've let us all down, we just got here. How could we let anyone down?
Do you want to ask a question, Verna?
Fine, but
I
only
start
because
taking the camera out of her
fine, but
hands.
only because I don't believe that you weren't messing with me. That you were clearly moving this thing on your own. And
Do you think that I could come up with 1, 4, 1,
they're
8
just
on
numbers.
my
They're
own?
random. There's a million storage units here. There's any combination of numbers would find one. Anyway,
Verna,
she's-
could you roll me a grit roll?
oh, why does it have to be grit? That's her worst stat. It's a 2. All right, hold on.
I was like, Daddy was gonna be like, no, only like 2 buildings use numbers, the rest use letters. It's like, that's actually not true at all.
Well, if I get possessed, guys, it's been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'll
a
mace
4
you
and a
with the
2 for a
Swifter.
total of 6.
Okay, but
Does
you
that
have a
count?
reroll. You have a
I do.
reroll.
Okay, gonna use the reroll.
You
Or
only
a
roll.
total.
Oh yeah, you have a dice pool of 2. Yeah, we don't do totals, by the way.
Oh, I was just gonna say, if it adds up to 6, does it count?
Chat, we only have 2 rerolls left. So
Okay, I definitely needed that reroll because that's double 6s this time.
Hey. All right.
Thank God.
And luckily for you, you do not fill the pool of the Ouija board. It sits there still, just part of a set.
You see, nothing, absolutely nothing. You were clearly messing with me. You pick numbers at random, you say cryptic things at random. Perhaps you were just feeling as abandoned as this Ouija board did, so it was dumped here in the storage unit.
the horror. Ooh.
Exactly. The skeletons in the closet.
Okay, well, let's go to unit 1418.
1428.
1428 and make sure that there are actually no skeletons there.
I
Is
maybe
that
grab
would
the
be
Ouija
really
board.
fucked up.
Hey, let's not touch that again.
Or well,
Technically,
Verna
Sloan,
just
you're
pulls
not there.
up-
I'm so sorry.
Wait, Sloan, that's right. You weren't there. You're outside, right?
You guys are
Okay.
still bickering, I bet.
So I think Verna takes the camera from Chadley and says, and like is like, you remember when you frames a shot, you have to look at all four corners. And she like frames up on the conversation that is still happening between Ricky, Danny, and Sloan, and says, you have to make sure there's nothing happening in the corners, and that you've given everyone enough headroom. And then when you tilt the camera just so, this is called a Dutch angle shot. It creates tension. You see the tension? You can really
I can
capture
see
the anger
the
on
tension
Danny.
over there. I can cut it with a knife.
Exactly.
And cinematically, we move to the three of them. What do we find the three of you in the middle of discussing or doing?
I think we
I
should
think
quickly
Sloan
look.
is finally giving Danny's keys back.
Danny, I don't think that we can both leave the rest of these people here. I mean, Sloan, it feels like you could take care of yourself, but I get you don't want to go back alone. Maybe we all go back and check the paperwork, but all these doors are up. And do we want to just look quickly?
Yeah, I can't. Just fucking dumbass. I can't. He's fucking high school. I can't.
Okay, so why don't we stay with the kid and the filmmaker, and here I'm gonna look over. Do I see that Verna's filming us?
I mean, they're not being secretive, so yes.
Yeah, and you're not too far apart either. So yeah.
I wave, and then I put my hand in front of my mouth and I say, I still don't know if I really believe that they're not doing this. So let's watch them. Let's look at the rest of the rooms maybe real quick just to get a lay of it, and then go back to the paperwork and see who might have messed with any of these rooms. Does that sound okay?
I mean, the closer it gets us to not being by these goddamn rooms, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I don't know if I can actually find, unless this is an authentic supernatural experience, and then maybe what I'm looking for is what's doing all of this. If you're telling me that we open a door or look inside and we don't even see what was originally there, I can't find what I came here, right? So I also just want this to stop, even just for that. Sloan, what about you? I mean, you were looking for vinyls. You're not going to find anything here, right? Like this. So we all on the same page?
Guess.
All right.
Haunted vinyls could be cool.
At a certain point, when does your self-preservation kick in versus the cool rebel that you are playing right now? Daddy's over it. It just starts
After
saying
3:33.
stuff.
I was like, I'm just gonna look at the two of you and be like, "We go check one of the other rooms over there. You can come if you want." I'm gonna wander that way. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Verna," as I walk past you. You want to see some cool rooms with me?
Of course, naturally. Let's go, Chadley. And like walks.
But we're 1428. 1428.
Oh, yes. We should check out 1428. We were
What's in
told that from.
1428?
Yes. Well, the busy board told us that.
You found it. Damn it.
It's over there. Points to
I'm
What'd you do
gonna
with the
I'm gonna
Ouija
go.
board?
I'm gonna go look at the Ouija board. Does it say Mattel on it?
Oh, when they say it's over there and you all look, it's a familiar sight to Danny because the unit's just filled with the suitcases it's normally filled with.
I'm gonna go back to the clock room and see if it's still got clocks in it.
It does. And ducks.
Well, that's just confusing. I'm gonna say that out loud to them, and I say, so I thought that those would revert. What did you do different? You used the Ouija board, right?
Yeah.
Chadley, yes. Well, I tried, but it didn't work for me as well.
Okay, let's say for a second that this
And
is
you didn't take
actually.
it.
But no, that's mostly because we were given the information. We didn't see a need to take it with us.
Yeah, we already have the duck. Why would we need the Ouija board?
I would take a rugby
Oh.
ball if I found it.
Okay, but that could be like stealing from me, a rugby player, and that would be kind of fucked up. The Ouija board did tell us to go to room 1428, and then it said, "You let us all down."
But we haven't done anything, so I don't think that was directed at us.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt kind of sad about it.
Well, I'm feeling sad now too.
That sucks. I'm sorry.
Maybe we'll find another Ouija
Well, now
board
I'm
for
not.
you.
You're really nice.
Danny, where's 1428?
It's in the front.
Okay, let's go. And he just starts walking.
Yep.
And it lightly begins to rain, but that type of rain where you don't get wet, you just feel it in the air. It's almost like the humidity has broken that had gathered over the last day or so. Some of the clouds move and the moonlight comes down on your path ahead of you, all sparkly with the small puddles that have gathered here in Ukiah, California. The numbered building is taller. Some people even park RVs and things like that in these. These are the large, most expensive units on the property. The number's not hard to see. You see it right ahead of you. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there.
Oh, my camera! And immediately tries to cover up her camera as soon as it starts raining. Frantic panic to protect the Nikon F3, because you own a camera. You know how expensive it is. You can't get it wet no matter what.
Here.
And so,
Danny says
immediately.
Here, and
Yeah.
he says here, and he takes off the guard shirt. He has a red undershirt underneath it, much like what I'm wearing, and hands it to you to cover your camera.
Thank you. And immediately, she covers up the camera, but just enough so you can just see the lens peeking out, so she can still film.
Yeah.
But she can't really see the viewfinder anymore, so she's just gonna hope that these shots are well framed. At that point, she's gonna put her faith in her expertise.
Could you roll me a wit roll, please, Verna?
Oh boy. Okay.
To see in the future when we look back how good the footage is from here on.
Okay. Fantastic. So
And this was just for Chadley.
5.
Danny is jacked.
Where do you live, bro?
Yes.
That didn't answer my question, but whatever. Keep your secrets.
Okay. So it's 2 1s, a 2, a 4, and a 5.
1 success. Good. So we'll just take that into account going forward, that you are capturing this to an extent.
Okay.
You find the unit, you have the keys. Is this really what you're going to do, Danny? Is this what you're letting these strangers do to your work?
At this point, technically speaking, nothing that's been touched has been the stuff that's actually supposed to be in these fucking units. So he's in the. So if this is some large elaborate prank, hey, that's on me. If not, I'm getting a new job the next time I come home for the summer. Or I'll just intern somewhere. I don't know. Sure, they can open it, but oh god, Danny's so over it by now.
So does Danny have the keys? Is Sloan holding on to them? Have you surrendered them to the Scooby Gang?
Danny still has them. He's kind of just looking at the unit.
Mm-hmm.
So, how dire is it that we open this instead of, I don't know, all going home?
I think you should open it.
Do you want to not be here while we open it?
Why, child?
Okay, first
Sweet
off,
boy,
I'm 18.
why?
Dude, you're like 4 years older than me.
Well, if
You're
we
in high
don't
school.
open it,
Okay, and you're like a junior in college.
If we don't open it, we'll never know what's behind that
Okay, I'm
door.
gonna open it and push him inside.
Oh no!
You know
Okay,
what? I was gonna protect
I-
Chadley. I'm gonna let Chadley die now.
First of all,
Oh,
I would
no!
like to contest that. I would like a grid off because I am a sturdy fucking fella.
no, I didn't say I was
Nice.
gonna push you or anything. I'm just saying he's just going to allow what he was going to protect you, and now he's not going to help you in any way.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Guess I'll just die.
Yeah.
I go inside.
You can all see it when the door opens. This is a large. Sometimes people put RVs in these ones, so it's a large roll-up door that gives way to a large, like 10 by 30 space. It goes fairly far back. But at the beginning, there is a light switch, but at this point it's off. You just see rows of boxes, of tables. There's a variety of things with a pathway through them, like a small thrift store the size of a large storage unit. There's many things to see in here. And the light once again goes on. In the distance, you hear various small clocks begin to ring out as they all hit 3 a.m. at different times. The lights come on. You see piles of letters. You see picture frames. You see a row of urns, and beneath them, strange shapes in clay. There are boxes and boxes of chests and cardboard in storage. What are you looking for?
A human being. One
Could
of
you-
the feminine variety.
Okay. Could you roll me a wit roll, please, Chadley?
No.
I would like a woman. Bring me a woman.
Okay, I rolled a 1 and a 4.
Mhm.
A new reroll was just donated.
Mhm.
Hey!
So I'm gonna go ahead and snag that. I think we have 2 left. And an out of success. I rolled a 5. Fuck, is wit the one that I need a 6
Yep.
for? Fuck!
No. You need a 5 or 6 for wit.
Ooh, okay, cool. I'm
So
good.
it's not hard as you look around a row of boxes to see the line of 3 or 4 feminine-shaped mannequins.
I'm gonna like post up like on a box and I'm gonna look at the mannequins and say, okay, ladies, are you the ones screaming over here? Because we could hear it. And I'm gonna like look at Verna and like
Verna has it. Verna's on. Verna's got the focus on it with a little, or at least what she thinks is the focus, because it's wrapped in a jacket right now. But yeah.
I'm grabbing my salt out of my backpack in case they are the ones that are screaming. Because
Which you learn very
Nope.
quickly as one of the mannequins turns its smooth and slightly moist face directly to Chadley's ear hole and lets a scream out through this unit. You hear the rustling of wings, the rustling of papers, as almost this entire place has shifted into something else the moment you asked it if it was what was screaming.
why did we let you down?
why did we let you down? And I think I'm still there, but I'm like leaning away.
And I am sprinkling salt on
Chadley
the
just backed
ground
away slowly.
in a line between us and the mannequins as I'm asking why they were let down.
And it is actively screaming without taking a breath. Ricky, what is the item you're looking for?
The item that I'm looking for is a grimoire. It's rumored to be a grimoire, part of the Satanic Panic stuff that I was following up on. A lot of it was bogus. Most of it was bogus. It was nothing. It was people freaking out over inventions. But within that, I came across some things that looked a little bit more legitimate, and if not exactly satanic, actually occult, right? And the grimoire is rumored to be able to rewrite the nature of reality. And my big thing that I'm investigating is that I think that people have been using this and other things like it to rewrite the nature of reality, to set it on a course that they prefer for their own narrow ends rather than for the good of everyone. So I'm fully just on my own steam out here. I'm not working for anybody right now.
Mhm.
I'm just looking for this grimoire to see if it really exists and something can actually be used to try to reverse some of the horrible things that have happened in my life and that I see happening.
Could you give me a wit roll as you look around? And Danny, did you actually close the storage unit door?
Wait,
That
what's the
second
other-
question hurts me so much.
Oh God.
And is this the first time you've done it? Okay.
And is this the first time you've done it? It's such a terrifying question.
Yeah. I've been sacrificing people this entire time. As soon as I close it, I age like 50 years. No,
that was a failure. We don't have any more rerolls, right? We're out.
We have 3 total because we just got a new one after I used one.
Hey, is everybody okay with me trying to take a reroll here?
Yeah,
or-
take a
okay.
reroll.
Copy. Hey,
Also,
2
thank you for the
6s.
raid.
Thank
we
you.
got a
Yes. Thank you for the
Raid,
raid.
everybody.
Raiders.
Welcome, Raiders.
All these
Perfect.
new friends. Yeah.
As the mannequin screams its moist face into your ear,
Why is it
Danny,
moist?
I know.
that is a wise
Why is
question.
it
Could you
moist?
roll me a wit roll to see why this mannequin is moist? And as you're
Oh,
looking for the
no.
grimoire, you're looking through the pages, you're looking through these books, and you see pile and pile of page that seems like an apology letter that's not finished. It's vague. It's I let you down. It's I wish I would have said goodbye. Each one in different handwriting, page after page after page. None of them sent. What was your roll on that one?
Wit roll's the one that I need a 5 for, right?
5 or 6?
Great. One of them is a 5. So
Okay.
Was
We're
I
gonna go.
also rolling, or real Danny was rolling?
A real Danny already rolled. You, I just wanted to know if you were going to lock them in or not. So why
what's
they
the
are
over-
moist
what's the
is because the
over-under?
I think
mannequins.
it's $20.
I know. That's why I said it's Sloan inside.
And the mannequins are moist because they can't stop crying, but it also seems like they can't stop screaming as into your ear over and over, like a pulsing. This shrill cry is coming out of now all 3 of them. Verna, the shot looks beautiful. As you can see through the viewer, the bag distorting it slightly, but you have a clear view of these mannequins turning their head to scream their moist faces at Sloan.
Oh, and I think Verna's like wowed at like how beautiful and perfect this shot is, but I think they're also at this point Verna's like something's not right here, and I want to see. Maybe something is wrong here. I don't know. Maybe it's not a big gag or a setup or whatever. What do you want? She's trying to be very practical. She's German. So Verna, I would like to know, because there's 2 things that I would like to do here, but I can wait and do it at a time if necessary. The first of which is I would like to take the jacket off of the camera, since we are technically not in an area where it's raining and the camera could get wet. And attempt to throw it on one of the mannequins and see if covering its face helps with the screaming bit.
Interesting.
The second thing that I wanted to see is what I can see in the viewfinder, if there's anything in this room at all that might give us an additional clue as to this situation.
You can pick to roll me a grit or a wit, and you'll get a different response based on which one you roll.
Okay, so I think that I'm gonna roll a wit because I've got better wit, and then since I succeeded on the last roll, I don't knock a die down, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna grab my 5 dice. All 6s. Let's go. Okay, well, that was not all 6s. But I did roll a 5.
Okay.
In
As you look through the viewer around this space, almost like I can't keep it serious, we'll say almost like the army of plastic ducks. It's like there's a shifting, there's a movement, there's something that's deciding to exist slightly differently for just an instant. And just like ghost hunters for eons to come will trust in faded photos and blurry videotapes, you swear you can see shifting. And in one of the mannequins, an arm held tight to their moist body, there is a book with a cover that resembles skin, that resembles old leather, that can't help but catch your eye, even though it wants so much more than that.
Okay. I, the player, I'm like, that's, oh no. But Verna is fascinated. And she says, and I think that she actually says out loud enough for everyone to hear, the book. There's a book in one of their arms.
That probably gets your attention.
It does. I'm gonna go for the book. I got my handkerchief. I'm not gonna make skin contact with this thing, but I'm gonna fully just go for the book.
Give me a grit roll.
Yeah.
If you would.
Yeah, 1000%. Happy to do it. I'm gonna do a really interesting mix of dice here. Let's see how that goes for me. I got a 5, which doesn't help me on grit. I don't want to keep eating up our rerolls.
People keep saying, "Oh, you're down to 2 rerolls. Let's get you back up to 3." It's yours.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Do it.
Didn't do me anything. A 3, a 2, and 2 1s. Thank you though.
We have 2 more, I believe.
You could do another one.
Are you sure?
You can't take the 3rd one, but you could do another one. Chat.
Okay.
One shot.
All right.
Do it.
Help us out. We're
Our wonderful
$25 away.
donators, or why you're all
Chat,
still
we have
alive.
mannequins screaming in our face and they're moist.
And one of them has
Chat.
the grimoire from Hocus Pocus. Come on, man.
Ha.
Chad,
Come on.
don't make me feel guilty for taking too many of these rerolls and then one of my friends dies. Donate for a good cause, and we can all live.
You've kept
Hey, guess what?
What?
Nope. It's a
Wow.
5, 2 3s, and a 1.
If you could take
Donate
away
Donate
one
another
of
one, and I'll do the book.
They're
from
moist.
Book
They
Token.
are moist.
Okay.
Is
Book high note
an auto success.
for money.
There is an
To
auto
not burn-
success.
To not burn the reroll, I could burn the auto success, or I could just take the hit. What's the worst thing?
Death. Death is the worst. But
I mean, you are an old man, so I guess bye. I don't know.
I did go directly for the book, so
I mean,
please
you're
know I'm not
40
gonna
in
hold
the
you.
80s. That's like 89 now.
Pretty much.
I love everybody saying I'm an old man and like 40 years old.
I'm just messing.
No, fair. Yeah. Okay, look, we're close to the end. I don't want the auto success to go unused. So if we think it's not going to be used on anything else, I'll take it so we can keep the reroll and ask chat to be nice. Help us meet our goal. Give us
maybe
more
we ask
rerolls.
them by their government name, Chatley.
Chatley.
Chatley Chatterson the 15th. Please donate. I am seeing somebody in there saying I'm working on it, so it does seem like there might be a donation coming in.
Fingies
All right,
crossed.
I just checked our lines and bells before this part, so we're good.
Oh no!
So
That's never a good time.
Hey.
Too late.
that's-
It's too late. it's too late for me to take the reroll. It sounds like, so it's been good knowing all of you.
Oh,
Ricky
no.
was a nice guy.
You have more
Yeah.
dice than one, but the camera does
That's
capture
true.
this
That's true.
beautifully.
Oh,
As
God.
you're reaching for the grimoire, you can see it there. The goal's right in front of you. The failure of the die is not a failure to get to it. It's a failure to keep hold of this goddamn handkerchief. And as your hand touches this book, from the middle of
Uh-huh.
your forearm down, you see the red sinew of a skinless hand. No blood, not as moist as the face of these mannequins, just red and lush. And the book takes on this more vibrant and soft cover. The leather almost exhales and settles into not being so tight or strained looking. The mannequins continue to scream. One slightly muffled under a jacket.
At least it's less bad now.
If I'm gonna drop the book. Does the skin come back, or is it gone?
Unfortunately, the skin does not come back right away.
Damn,
That's
bro, you got
okay.
Hellraiser.
If I move my hand,
Mhm.
is it like drippy? And I'm not trying to trigger anybody's anything.
No,
but I'm trying to
I'd
understand,
say
like,
it doesn't
is it
even
an
hurt.
image? It doesn't even hurt.
No,
Cool.
it doesn't even hurt.
Okay.
It doesn't drip, but you do see, without getting too graphic, you do see parts moving.
Okay.
Like a
Does
red
everybody else see
hand.
this also, or is it just me who sees through my
Verna
hand?
has
Can you all
picked it
see
up
this?
on the camera beautifully.
Now,
Apparently.
Verna, do you think
I'm gonna
it's
wave
only
at
on the
Verna
camera,
with it.
Verna, or do you think everyone can see it with their eyes? Or do you think just the
I-
camera can see it? Plus him.
I'm not sure. I think that Verna actually is in disbelief that this has occurred, which she just watched her viewfinder. So I think she pulls the camera away from her face at last to actually see in real life if this is a thing that is happening. So, and I think does she? So I would love to know what she sees without the camera in this instance.
I would too. Sloane,
Yeah.
can everyone see the skinless hand, or is it just through the camera?
I think anyone who believes in the occult can.
I see
Okay.
nothing.
So the camera believes in the occult, but I don't.
The camera believes in the occult because
Cameras have been
I
part of
love
spiritualism
that
for a
idea.
long
believes.
time.
The camera believes
Canonically,
in
the
occult.
camera believes in the occult, but you don't. I feel like that's perfect. No notes. Yeah.
The camera believes in the occult because it wants to make a great film.
So Danny doesn't, I would assume, believe in the occult.
I truly don't.
Mhm.
For the sake of the story and where we're going, I'm going to say no. But if I truly think about it, I think Danny's just impressionable enough that, not a full belief. I would say he like kind of sees it, like some kind of half in, half. It's more so of just like what the no, that's his real. Wait, what? Like it's like half in, half out. Like things have been just weird enough that he's not fully there, but on the cusp. Like he's willing, because he's been willing to dip out at the slightest hint of weirdness. Not
Mhm.
because he believes it's real, just because it was weird enough for him to be like, all right, I didn't finish my shift because shit got weird. I went to Freddy Fazbear's and I saw some shit out of the corner of my eye and I said, I'm going home. Like that.
That's totally fair.
I'm imagining that TikTok, the shit's getting weird. For addition, whatever.
Yes. Shit got weird, and now, but I do hear the mannequin screaming. That's the
Yes, you
thing.
do.
That's the thing. Like I hear the mannequin screaming with moist faces. His arm getting partially ripped off. Not the weirdest thing happening when he touches the freaky book, honestly.
And Sloane, you see this freaky book fall back to the ground as the removal of his skin place on his hand, and you see a mannequin with one beautifully skinned arm begin to bend down while screaming moistly. and
What?
reaches the same hand towards that book.
Oh, absolutely not. Guys,
Mhm.
Yeah.
salt circle now. Salt
As
circle
soon as I
now.
see a
Salt
mannequin
circle
moving, I'm
now.
macing the shit out of it.
Salt circle.
But-
Who has the salt?
But with the book outside
Lorna
the
does.
circle or inside the circle? Because I feel like if they get the book, that doesn't help us.
I'm pouring salt on the book now.
So-
All right,
I
fair
have a big ass
Because
thing
it's a
of salt.
snail. You see,
I
the
think-
book is a snail, canonically.
I would like
Verna.
to double team this with Sloan because Verna has one more surprise in her kit, and that is a silver Swiss Army knife. So, and she like does the double take at first with the camera, not camera, not camera. Something is wrong here because my camera's seeing things that I'm not. Okay, is kind of her reaction, and she tosses the Nikon to Chadley, fully placing all of her faith. After not getting this very expensive camera wet, she puts all of her faith in Chadley's ability for hand-eye coordination in rugby to
Okay,
catch
yeah.
this
No.
expensive ass camera, and
No.
says, "Chadley, camera." Keep
Chadley,
filming.
crit roll.
Cries across himself, please God, not the camera.
I did roll a 6.
Perfect.
Oh,
You catch it. You are salting the skin book. The detective could use a hand.
Literally.
Danny just doesn't want to be working tonight, and all of this is
Danny
happening at
will-
the same
I will
time.
Say, I will
Yes.
say this, Danny. The movement of the mannequin does. He doesn't mace because, again, yes, it's a larger room, but bear mace
Don't have
especially lingers
eyes.
in the air for 90 seconds,
yeah,
and
you
I'm not
cannot.
about to
No,
learn everything.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
do
Hail Mary
have
play.
a way to not. I do have a way to not touch the mannequins and hit them because I do have a
You
not
do.
a blackjack, but a billy club.
Mm-hmm.
If I see Sloan specifically salting the book and around it, I'm going to try and hit the hand or at least the head of the thing. Well, there's a skin hand on it apparently now, but it's still moving. So I'm just gonna fucking knock that shit back with the billy club.
Roll me a grit roll. This is an important one as we reach our, time when we're about to.
Yeah, should
supposed
we
to be
just go
done.
in swinging? I have a crowbar.
I'm
I
ready.
also
I
have a
have
lighter.
this knife that I'm gonna stab a book with because that was my plan. Is I'm stabbing the book. So
I got one. I got 1-6. I did it.
Mhm.
Barely.
I don't want to
Yeah.
kill the sad mannequins, though. It's probably not their fault. I'd rather.
Yeah.
roll
I don't
on
think
it
it's their
peacefully.
fault.
I don't
I think
think it's their fault.
As
Neither
they're
Daryl
screaming,
nor Danny give a fuck about any of that shit.
Now, does Danny swing for the one with the now skin hand?
That was the one reaching for the book.
Yes, I had originally been holding
Yeah.
it before it was taken.
just call her
from me.
Cruella DeVille. It's fine.
Who did
Yeah.
this to you?
Right? The closest one to the salt circle.
Deal. Are you aiming
The
for
closest one
head
to Sloan.
or aiming for like the hand reaching to the book?
Is the hand visibly like covered in skin now?
Oh yeah, skinny
From
hand.
my perspective,
Yes.
then it would be hand because that would, just from a
Perfect.
dichotomy of color,
Mhm.
like seeing like the flat white. Oh, God damn it, Storm! Sorry, Stormy and
And
Sash are playing
outside,
all-
the thunder
Uh,
calms.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes. I hit because now there's suddenly a patch of color just because of how the way the brain sort of works. It's just like aiming for all white. Oh, there's an obvious target. He goes for that. Especially since that's what's reaching for the thing that Sloan is salting, and apparently we're trying to keep them away from said book.
And you easily hit it, breaking the flesh hand off the rest of the non-organic mannequin. And you yell out in pain, Ricky, as the baton comes down on this mannequin's arm and shatters it. You feel that through your now skinless red hand. And elsewhere, more of the clocks hit 3 and more of the clocks start ringing out into this place. None of the clocks have moved past 3. They reach it and stop. And you can hear this like ongoing choir of these bells ringing out for 3 a.m. The book is not grabbed by anyone.
Verna is
Oh,
going
it's staying
to
in that fucking salt circle.
Verna is going to attempt to stab the book with her Swiss Army knife.
Wonderful. Could you roll me a grit roll, Verna?
Yeah, I have two dice in
Mhm.
grit, everyone. I just want to point that out.
You could give the knife to someone with,
With
more.
more
Okay.
grit.
Verna
This would
acts
be
without
the time for the
thinking.
auto.
Verna acts without
This would be the
thinking.
time for the auto success.
Yes.
I would
This
say.
would
Yeah.
be. This would be a great time for the
There
auto
is an
success.
auto success. Yeah.
There
I
are
rolled a 6.
2.
Rolled a 6. Didn't need it.
Let's fucking go!
Hold it out.
There's 2
Yeah.
auto successes left. From what
Let's go.
said.
Just saying.
Gotta
This
use
is going to
them.
be one of my favorite GM tricks. Chadley,
No.
when you see Verna stab into this book, what happens as you look through the camera? What do you see happen?
I think that the camera auto zooms in
Mhm.
crystal clear. And I'm like, we're on opposite sides of the room. So this is like an unnatural zoom that shouldn't be able to be happening on this 1980s camera. And when the zoom happens, as soon as she stabs into the book, the camera dies.
My camera!
We're going to do that cinematic thing that you do when it's time for the movie to end. As it is approaching the end of our stream. The camera dies, and we see a scene the next day. Everyone together, a hand in a bandage, the camera repaired with exciting footage to go through, a Ouija board possibly even tucked away. And then there's one lone detective standing in a cardboard box with peanuts all around it, about to be shipped back home, having finished their case and is ready to return. Danny, how long do you think you keep working at this place?
Sloan, are you single?
Sloan is single, yes.
He takes one of your cigarettes. He does not smoke, but yeah, I ain't coming back here. What you got going on? And it better not be anything weird like that.
It's a lot of weird.
He's
shit,
totally
actually.
approaching this like he's the one, like he's the prize here. He's like, what you got going? Shit.
I do a lot of weird shit. Not that weird, but
All right. I can get a new job. All right. They're hiring at a fucking record store.
yeah, I mean, you did also accept a bribe and let the fence get cut. I don't know if you're gonna have a job here tomorrow.
Nobody needs to know that. Nobody
Yeah.
needs to know any of
Sure.
that here.
Yep. All right.
They won't know until the
24
documentary comes out.
With what camera
I did
film?
not.
Dunno, the camera
I
died.
did not.
Did not lose the film, so that's different. The film has been recording this
I'm
entire
very
time.
much on camera saying I do not consent to be a part of it.
And
Maybe that part got lost.
We'll cut you out.
when
goodness.
your film comes out or is completed, what is that like?
Verna, like, I think, first of all, I think that Verna has been inspired by Ricky and is now proceeding to ship herself places. Like that's her on her list. She wants to like ship herself to her next destination because of what she saw Ricky do. But second, when the documentary comes out, it is like screened at like we're gonna say cons. It's a film festival film. It wins an award. It's and like oh man, I need help with like a good artsy title for this particular film.
I think Chadley probably ended up saying something that became the name of the film.
Yeah, what did Chadley say?
It was probably something really dumb like Duck Duck Ghost.
Oh my!
That's it. That's the name of the film. Brilliant. It was called Duck Duck Ghost. So when Duck Duck Ghost comes out, the film does really well and is well received by audiences, and a lot of the critics' commentaries that the special effects were incredible. Like they couldn't believe how well the CGI was incorporated with the practical effects. It was to the point where they weren't sure what was practical and what wasn't. And when the flesh hand made its appearance, that was a particularly poignant moment. And then the dramatic cut of the camera as the end of the film was just brilliant directorial work. That's what happens with Verna's film.
Duck Duck Ghost. Chadley, did you ever get your headshots and what came of them?
I think I definitely got my headshots, and being one of the lead actors in Duck Duck Ghost, that led me to start a career in not only filmmaking but also acting. And so I used those headshots to launch my acting career, along with this movie that was definitely fictional and not based on real life.
And everyone.
I was gonna say, do Verna and Chadley work together often? Kind of like how Tim Burton always works with the same people.
I think so.
Or is Chadley your Klaus Kinski, who ends up trying to kill you?
Oh God!
Since you're Verna Herzog.
Oh, that's true.
No, I think though that Chadley will not read a horror script. Like that's something that he will not do. His agent once was like, "Oh, but you'd be perfect," and Chadley fired him on the spot.
And the entire town was always so proud of Chadley. Ricky, where does the beat take you next? Where does that open road call your name?
I think my first question is, what's my hand like when I get out there?
Oh, it is as it was described. You can add any sort of, flair to it over time you would like.
Okay.
So if we saw you...
But only true believers can see it, right? Otherwise they see just normal hand, and it functions normally. It just doesn't hurt. I can see through there. I do wear just one long glove, and I become known for that on this hand. I could wear a pair, but I do it on purpose because I want people to come up and ask me about it so that I can pull it off and see if they give me a reaction, right? When I go a little more incognito, I do have a second glove in there, so I'm not always pulling attention, but the default is that. I continue to try to hunt this down. Absolutely nothing about what happened would convince me to stop looking into this. It was like, oh, it's real. It's very real. It tried to take my hand. There were wet, screaming mannequins coming to life. If I had touched the book further, I have every reason to think one of them would have my skin now. Maybe look like me. Maybe take my place. Who else's place are they taking? The cork boards are bigger. The red string is going in far more directions, and I am traveling the globe, baby. If I stay in touch with any of y'all, especially since it looks like you're moving up in the world, might try to tag along, like I'm just security or something for your movies, Verna, right? And maybe for stuff that you're in, Chadley, and just use that as cover and also funding, right, to take me places. So I can continue to look at things all across the country, all across the globe. I try to stay in touch with Sloan and Danny a little bit because we went through something very specific there. And I will say, you're invited. Sloan, for sure, you're invited because it's very clear that you can hang and you're ready to go. You believed from the beginning. Danny, it's not bad to have a skeptic around, right? You're a little rough around the edges, but you're new. I could help you grow into the role, you know?
I think a year later, Danny has joined the CIA.
Danny is fully like a CIA contact, either that I'm working with in like specific instances, or fully trying to like stop me from figuring out what's happening. Either way, I'm okay with.
And
But
you
Sloan,
both,
if
Danny
you want to
has
go
joined
on
the
some
CIA.
ghost hunts,
Sloan is one of his CIs. One of his CIs,
I like that. Well,
and we
and
both,
Sloan, if
and
you,
we both mystic stopped the Cold War in '91.
yeah, Sloan, if you want to be like Winchesters together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very down for that. So that's my plan. From a one hand that's, you know, got special, oh, can you see this to it. I see it as a win, you know?
I think there's a point where you guys are investigating something and like you see this crate and you open it and Verna pops out in a shower of packing peanuts with her camera just because she also wanted to film this.
That's fantastic.
and our
I love
camera
that.
fades back from Verna popping out of a very small, reasonably sized box. And later on, we see Hindsight Memory Unit change over years, drawn so much attention from ghost hunters and just those people that love to see something that was on a big screen. The five of you will never really forget what happened there. Not everyone will really believe you, but you got to give yourselves a hand. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for this game, Lift the Veil, which is a wonderful, like, 2-page game with 2 stats. It's super fun. Jess, back to you.
Yeah, my friends. One, thank you all so much for watching and for donating. We raised our goal of $750.
Amazing. You kept
That's
them all
incredible.
alive.
Immigrant Defender Law Center is an incredible organization, so thank you so much for helping us get money to them to do incredible work in the LA immigrant community. So before we get on out of here, friends, let us tell the people who we are and where they can find us. Danny, let's go ahead and start with you.
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Danny Mendoza. He, him, Danny R. Mendoza, everywhere on the internet. So if you just put Danny, the letter R. Mendoza into whatever, I'm there. But Blue Sky is a good place to follow me for TTRPG updates. And it has my link tree in it. So you can see all the stuff I've done before. I'm in 10 million things. I'm raising a bunch of money for a bunch of great causes. I post about all that stuff. I'm in cast. I run stuff. I'm over in the staff at Streaming Rainbow. I do a lot of stuff at Many Face Plays, at Pencil Stables, and at what Vixie is going to talk about, Pocket Dragon Pub. I'm going to be at Gen Con with Vixie and the Pocket Dragon Pub at the end of this month and very beginning of next month, doing a bunch of really awesome stuff that you should absolutely check out. Just look up Pocket Dragon Pub on the Gen Con calendar and you'll see stuff there. And I don't want to take up more time. So with that, I'm passing it to you again, Vixie, because I was just talking about you.
I was like, I should have seen this coming, but I didn't because I didn't have my camera. Anyway, hey everybody, my name is Vixie Bell, and I've been your friendly neighborhood player here at Just the Humans channel. Thank you for having me. I played Verna Erzhog, who may or may not have been an offshoot of Werner Herzog, but maybe, you know, minus the murdery part. Anyway, so that said, you can find me over at the Pocket Dragon Pub, another actual play channel here on Twitch, where I sometimes run play and produce games. And we have 6 events happening on the schedule at Gen Con this year. So if you look us up, Pocket Dragon Pub, you'll see all of our events there. And as well as we raised funds for a BIPOC advocacy event called Power Word Unity, which is basically a big networking event where BIPOC game, TTRPG, game designers, creators, and all manner of folks get together to meet each other, to create awareness, and to create community within the TTRPG sphere and within, the BIPOC community as well. So those are some things you can check out. You can find out more about them on social media. You can follow me and the pub at Pocket Dragon Pub. And if you want to follow me personally, you can find me at Vixie Bell or at Vixie Bell Cosplay across socials. And that's me. And I'm going to throw it over to Curveball, Jenna Daggers.
Hey.
Hello, everybody. I am Jenna Daggers, which is the name. You can find me across all different corners of the internet. I do a bunch of things. You can also find me over at Goldie 5. I am one of the narrative designers there, which I do a bunch of things also. Do I have upcoming projects? I do, and I'm blanking on all of them. So follow me, and you can keep up to date on those. So I'm gonna pass it to Daryl.
Oh, I'm Daryl. You can find me most places at Mr._Daryl Dorsey. I am most active on Instagram and Threads. Otherwise, I probably would just do an all around, hey, I'm doing this on any social media I have. Any projects that I have coming up, you can find every episode of Sanguine Dominion, the Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, my first full Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle that I was a player in on Another World Tabletop's YouTube channel. Coming up this Thursday, we're doing a Q&A with the entire cast because we have the brain rot of all of our characters and we never stop talking about it. I have a lore sheet for my character now available for people who wish to have who wants to work for Beacon fucking Hill, the fucking island. Any other things I'm doing? I'm doing a lot of stuff over on Crit Hit Chronicles on Wednesday. Sagas of Anima is live at 8 o'clock. We are nearing at the end of our first chapter. It is a very, very cool story where us as players have helped build the world. And I do mean like we built the world, the map itself. We have had a say in it, including NPCs and the big bad of our season. One of the players that we are playing with created said big bad, and good God, they have almost whooped our ass so many times. And every time it happens, I look over at Daniel. There's so many Dannies. I play a game with a Daniel and a Danny, and it's never a tough time at all. I also I have several other projects happening over at Crit Hit, and one of the things that Jenna is blanking on, we have an upcoming project together. We have several upcoming things together. For one of them is on Roll D5, and that is the end of what I will say about that. But yes, we will be doing stuff together. And now, who's next? It's Jess. It's not.
Hey, I'm Rara. I'm usually over on the Heart as a Dungeon, where I'm the creator and the sound designer, and at this point, the GM, though we are having more other GMs coming. We just got done with a 16-part series that has 16 players from all over the space, and Rick Perry from Dimension 20 joins us for that one. At Gen Con, I'll be on 2 panels on Friday, one that I'm hosting on finding stories in the mundane, and another one that's all about sound design with the sound designers from My First Dungeon, from Blackwater, and from what's it, Worlds Beyond Number? Is that the name? That's the name of it.
Yes.
So that'll be fun, and that's all on Friday. So if you're around, come say hi. But yeah, thank you so much, Jess, for having me on. I haven't GM'd live in like 7 months, so it was good to have such a peaceful table.
Hell yeah. Okay. Well, first, again, thank you all to everyone who watched and who donated. Ra, thank you so much for GMing today. And thank you to the players. This was so much fun. And again, we raised $750 for Immigrant Defender Lawson. That is really incredible. A heartfelt thank you to everyone who helped make this possible. I am going to talk a little bit about a new Itch.io charity bundle that the Game Jam just launched today. It's called Games for Scholarships. I've just put the link into the Twitch chat. If you think that kids should have scholarships, especially when it comes to STEM things, and you're also a game designer, throw your game in. If you believe the first thing but aren't a game designer, tell your friends, and then wait about a month and a half when the charity bundle is live, and then purchase it. It'll be for $10. It's going to Games for Change, and it's going to be a really incredible bundle. I'll be at San Diego Comic-Con. I have a panel on Friday at noon in the RPG Theater about diversity in casting in D&D games and actual plays. And then on Saturday at 10 a.m., I have an actual play called Wizards Wrestling Each Other. It's going to be a great time in the WWEO. That is at 10 a.m. Other than that, check out my Substack, charitytrpgs.substack.com, if you want to keep up with all of the charitable things I'm doing in the tabletop space. With that being said, go watch Duck Duck Ghost. Goodbye.